Okay. Is everyone ready?
Let's
ready?
do it.
Is ready ready?
Ready's ready.
Ready's ready. Okay. Just a bit of DK. Lieutenant Akara Barrick referred to this area as Eastern Ascentus, but really what he meant to say was that this is Ascentus. But it's kind of in the northeast. It's northeast of the Andavega River. I also wanted to correct something I said in Smorgon's decree. He said that you can't take slaves from protected territories, but it probably should have been protected peoples, or something like that. I wanted to clarify that although cantrips are technically level 0, you would still get 1 force damage from a nat 1, from a spell surge. And I had a look to see what a check should be to remember something. Like, to remember something recent. The internet's a bit divided about this one. Some people say like a history check is fine. Other people say just give it an intelligence check. So I don't know. Maybe an intelligence check. It's like, are you smart enough to remember this? You don't need material or somatic components to cast from a bind rune. But you do need to be able to... What did I say? Material or somatic components. Like, you don't need any components. But you do need to be able to see the bind rune.
So I didn't need to have hidden.
Yeah, technically not. Except that I don't know if it would cause some energy to swirl around you, maybe, or something like that. Maybe not. But yeah. But speaking of tongues, Anna, you forgot to roll to cast tongues because it's level 3. So you cast it twice. So I'm thinking we say you can have one for free, but the other one you should give me a roll now to see if you
what do
see
I
if
roll?
you lose
Is it
another
20?
rune. Give me an Arcana check.
Ooh, okay. Haha! I'm so good at this.
14, I believe will do it. I've forgotten already the rules. Where is it? Spellcasting, casting from bind runes, ability check, spellcasting ability to determine whether it works. DC 10 plus the spell's level. Nice.
Yes.
All good. I think you might have even rolled a 14 last time you did this. I don't know. Okay, the amount of salt that's needed for making rations is 20 grams per carnivore ration or 10 grams per herbivore ration.
Whoa!
So I've adjusted your bag of salt twig so that it now has only 360 grams remaining. It's quite a lot of salt.
We're gonna watch their blood pressure.
I know!
Yeah, you just like walk
That's
around
all the
eating
salt.
like salted jerky and shit. Like,
Make sure you drink water.
okay, Vindaros, you helped make some wooden spears, and I wasn't sure what to do with that, but because they're just like basic, you know, they're not even really I mean, they're just like, you just like, all you would really need is like a knife or something. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because you don't even have your wood carving tools. But yeah, I've put 10 of them in your inventory. I'll just say that you made 10 of them. Seems about right. And where are they? There we go, 10 wooden spears. And you can do with them as you please. But in future I'll add details for making like more complex weapons in the downtime thing, if that's something that you want to do.
Yeah, it sounds good.
And the other thing was I just created a draft for like if you want to do selfless acts, because Yao Mei, you were sort of coordinating and looking after everyone, and also Vidaros, you were making those spears. So both of you can have inspiration, because I've said that this is like a, where is it, selfless act. So if you spend 3 days doing selfless acts for others, then you gain inspiration. I don't know if that's too generous or not generous enough. We'll see how it goes.
That's very kind, thank you.
All right. And with that, Where are we? What do you all remember from the previous session?
Let me roll history.
Just give me an intelligence check.
When does something become history? Still a very valid question for things that happened a week ago. Yeah, so we had some downtime. We did some fun things. Everyone else leveled up. Congratulations once again.
Oh.
We met some soldiers. We asked for help. Thank goodness Twig has those runes, because otherwise we would be in so much trouble. And we had to make... Who was it that had to swear fealty? I'm trying to find where I wrote it down.
Farrick.
Oh, that's right, Farrick.
Yeah, you made Farrick swear.
I feel a bit bad.
Guy deserves it.
Just only he has to pay taxes now? Like...
Our fearless leader.
Yeah.
If he's the only one paying taxes, is he paying taxes for us all, or is he just paying taxes for himself and we're all just free? Like, how's this logistically work?
Gotta read the fine print.
Let me see the contract.
Let's vote on it.
And yeah, the Ekin came inside for a house inspection, and they saw your secret treasure chest.
Our chest.
Which you
Then
said.
we lost the key for that chest.
Yeah, you said that you'd lost the key, and then you did lose the key. And a gemstone.
And we had to tell them that we were going to get rid of the weird soup, and then we didn't. And now we're hiding it somewhere.
I like how they just trusted you to get rid of it. I'm sure.
Yeah, they're just like,
get
get rid of it. We're not checking. Whatever. You're cool.
Plus, we have all these refugees, our fellow companions, at the door.
Oh yeah, we're back up
They turned
to
up on our
200.
doorstep.
Minus a few who were taken by rat people.
Yeah, we gotta save Migu's husband.
Yeah, Migu. I don't actually think I said the name Migu in the session. Migu.
I know you did.
Maybe I mentioned it. And her husband Umak and Razi and several others were taken by rat folk, somewhere to the northeast. And otherwise, several of you began learning some languages. You did some other things. You inscribed some spells, and you found some food and materials, and some herbs, and you fetched wood so that Carly could make their spears and everything. I think that's about it. So it is sometime in the late morning, and it is probably around like 4 degrees. It's a little bit warmer than it has been, and there's a low wind blowing as you sort of lead these Ekin towards the ruins. And also during your downtime, I forgot to mention that the moon, which was a new moon, sort of transitioned to a crescent moon. So you have some small amount of slightly purplish, bluish tinted light in the evenings. And as you come back in here, you see what would be a familiar sight to you now, which is just all of these like tents and lean-tos that these refugees have been building over the last like 4 days. There's also a few outside, and there's also some upstairs. There was like that doorway that was kind of just hanging over the ledge, and some of these refugees have like created a ladder, and so they can get up there, and that explains how we can have 100 to 200 people in this small map. Ferric and Brond have generally been accepted as leaders, or maybe sort of temporary leaders. Farrick's like giving orders and organizing things and coordinating various ventures like foraging and hunting and whatnot. And Bronze seems to have like begrudgingly kind of accepted your decision to put Farrick on the big seat, at least for the time being. And he's been like going around like teaching people how to fight and sort of coordinating watches on the walls and around the perimeter and that sort of thing. And so yeah, Sergeant Mersch and his squad of Ekin soldiers have just brought these 100+ refugees back from the plains, and they're all like piling inside and crowding around the fires. Many of them are already being like welcomed and inducted by the various personalities and heads of the tribe. And so the Ekin like follow you inside, and they wait while you get your affairs in order. And maybe some of the tribes people offer them food and such. They can just stay over here. And yeah, but before we do a little level up, some of the NPCs are eager to speak to you. Maybe as you kind of come in here, Carly, for one thing, you know, after these Ekin sort of move in, well, not move in, but continue their house inspection. She kind of calls out to you and says, "I have completed some of these weapons that I was working on, not just these wooden spears, but also I have made some darts and an atlatl and also a kestros. If anyone would like to use them, an atlatl is a kind of like a dart thrower, like a spear thrower, whereas a kestros is sort of like it's the same, but it's more of a what do you call it?"
A sling?
Yeah, like a sling. And I thought that I would make these for you, in case you needed them, as a way of thanking you for all that you've done. Does anyone want them?
I have a question.
Yes.
Do we think we're going to get in trouble if we have all these like swords and daggers and stuff we're probably not supposed to have?
So as far as you know, the Smorgon's decree says that you can't have bronze weapons.
Okay,
but,
which is what we've got.
Yeah, it's what you're like hiding.
Shit.
Reddy will say, I think these will come in quite useful if we get any ambushes. None of them are bronze weapons, are they? I know that they were not permitted.
No, I've only just learned what bronze is, and I have no knowledge about how to use bronze or how to work it. These are just simple wooden weapons. I would not once have called them simple, but now they seem simple.
Oh.
She drags an atlatl into your character sheet and gives you some darts, some 6 darts, and you can have this kestros as well.
In exchange, I'll give her my bronze dagger and say, perhaps I shouldn't carry this. We're going to be going with the Ekin. So maybe hide this one. But...
Fantastic. Although she kind of holds it in her hands and has a look at it, runs her fingers over it. It does look a little bit dented or something. Is it meant to be like this?
A little worse to wear this one. I thought maybe if you had something to work with there, you could repair it. I'm not sure. Or do with it what you will.
Perhaps if I hit it with something. Something hard. I don't know. I'll have to give it some thought. But thank you.
Thank you, guys.
I may also leave my dagger with Kali. Here's another for your collection.
Where's your dagger? Ah, this one is a little bit nicer. Thank you, Twig. But I believe actually, if you're worried about being discovered with these, that you should speak to Bragoska, because I believe she has made some scabbards for all of you, also as thanks.
Oh.
Thanks for letting us know. That definitely will be useful for us.
My pleasure. You all deserve it.
Hopefully we'll see you again not too soon. Not too long. Whoops.
Oh, I see how it is. You don't like my atlatl, do you?
Oh, it's beautiful. I'm thinking I just need to show it some proper use before I return.
Ready, you don't make Carly cry herself to sleep by the fire.
But thank you. We'll go check on with Bragoska.
Is anyone else interested in the ladle?
The atlatl?
Yeah.
No,
Reddy grabbed them.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
But
I thought it
basically
was
the
just a
atlatl
sling.
is like a light crossbow,
Oh, okay.
and the Kestros is like a hand crossbow. So you could use the atlatl actually, because it's a simple weapon.
Yeah, I see. Okay, no worries.
I've got a short bow, and I was thinking of keeping the dagger anyway, and just keeping the short sword hidden away. I've still got something pointy for close range.
Yeah, well, I mean, we said last time that you were sort of hiding these weapons in your... I mean, you've got like proper clothing on, so you've got a little bit of fabric to hide your sword.
I intentionally said, I think last session, that I was hiding it all away under piles of gross rags.
Oh, okay, so you're not actually carrying it.
I'm not actually carrying anything, so I'll retrieve the dagger. And I still had the short bow, which was just kind of strapped to me, but...
Oh, okay, so you want the... Oh no, you've got this dagger, I see. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I've still got it in my pockets. I just haven't... I'm just going to unequip the short sword.
Okay.
Yeah, Vindaros as well, just for note that his bronze javelin, he's still holding it, but it'll be wrapped in rags. Mounted, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could wrap it
So
in
it's not
the
useful.
torn piece of sail, even.
Yeah.
How is this roof reconstruction looking?
This roof over here to the right is still open to the elements.
I see.
Oobla, my friends. Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning.
I like what you're doing with the place here. It's coming along quite lovely.
Thank you. I helped some of these people build some of these lean-tos and tents and things. Of
Very
course,
impressive.
Proggett helped me as well. He's very good at these things.
Did you say my name?
What's next on the agenda? What are you planning on?
Maybe finding some clay or something to see if we can build like a big wall here. I don't know. It seems like a great big task. It's very high up. So I'm not even sure it'll be possible.
Yes, it's going to be difficult, but I'm sure if we put our minds to it, we'll figure out a solution.
Given enough time.
How are the spirits in camp?
Spirits? There are spirits in camp?
How's the mood around camp?
Pretty good. Everyone's been, had a lot to do. I think, people are feeling a little bit better about it. Now that they have some warmth and protection, and we have some weapons, and... yeah. Spirits are higher than they were.
That's good to hear. Keep up the good work.
You too.
So as you come over here, you see Brugoska, like, weaving on her loom. And you also see Warden over here, kind of stitching some leather together. And they both look up as you approach. And Brugoska sort of stands up and says, "It is good to see you again. I have woven you a backpack. If you are going to leave, you should not go without it. It is a gift for all that you have done. And also," and she kind of like looks over at the Ekin, "I have also made you some protection for your weapons to conceal them."
Oh,
Very kind of you, Brugoska. Is that backpack for... was it just the one backpack to distribute between us?
Yes, unfortunately, I have only had time to make one backpack.
Oh no, that's fine. That's more than enough. Vindaris were just to his party who would like the backpack since he's got one. He has one already.
Well, I have a very makeshift one. I could definitely use it, but if Twig needs it more, then I'm happy to let Twig have it, because mine is still functional. I might just empty it slightly.
I have many component pouches, but
Yeah, you're running out of room, I think, definitely.
okay. I would like a backpack if possible, and I'll hold anything. I'll hold anything you need.
Vindaris holds the backpack so Twig can one that in.
Is it elephant sized?
It's pretty decent size.
So roomy.
Very sturdy.
And Brugoska also hands
Thank
you these leather. Well, I guess they wouldn't be leather. Perhaps it is. Perhaps she has been working with Warden. She says, "Warden has showed me how to work with some of this leather. It makes me a little uncomfortable, but we are in a desperate situation, so." She hands you these scabbards.
Awesome.
For Yao Mei's sword and anyone that still has a knife. There's no actual item, but we can just say that she gives you these scabbards. And actually Warden will also come over. Hello. I've made you a present as well. He like hands out this thing that he's been working on, and you can see it's like this folded up like some clothing. It looks like three sets of clothing. And he just who does he speaks?
You knew my question before I asked it.
Yeah.
I didn't write down what he speaks. Hold on. Where are we? Seem to have misplaced my warden notes. Well, he just smiles and grins and hands out these these common clothing. So three lots of common clothing.
Oh.
Oh, we can't have you out there in the cold.
Thank you.
So I'll give everyone that is still in rags some common clothing, unless you would prefer not to take the clothing.
I'm a nudist.
A raggist.
Minimalist.
I would most
To make-
certainly like the clothing.
Just gotta make room for more pouches, Twig.
Already?
Clothing's too bulky.
You already have common clothes.
And he got some
What?
Oh,
No,
so you must have taken them from...
peasants.
Where did you take them from?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Reddy and I both got
Are they in the
common
backpack?
clothes from the dead people.
Oh yeah, someone got them from that dead Suskin. Oh, not to worry. I'm sure somebody else around here could use this these clothing. Anyway,
Thank you.
good luck
Thank
if you can understand me.
Very good.
Oh, I might.
Yeah, so Yao Mei's gonna just kind of spend some time putting together all his things, unpacking his bag. Is it worth, and this is just asking the table, is it worth sharing the map that we have from the very beginning with these soldiers that are here with us to see if it's anything they recognize? Or do we want to keep it on the down low?
I would keep it close to my chest.
Okay.
I think. I don't know.
Yeah, because that's what I've been thinking, but I didn't want to not present the option to share. Just in case.
As we're preparing, can I put these alchemist supplies in my backpack?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna run towards the treasure pile and hurriedly move things around. Oh, but quietly, because the Ekin are here.
I've dragged them into your character sheet.
Ah, excellent. Thank you.
Get the chalk too.
Ooh, the chalk.
Also, Warden speaks Desert Common. I found it.
Oh.
Yeah, while we're here, I'll sort of bring the padded armor that I've got in my backpack and gesture at Yao Mei and see if she wants it.
If you're offering armor, I've already got hide armor.
I think this is worse than either of you two have then. Or Twig, I'm not sure. Can anyone use this?
I don't think I can use armor, can I?
Okay.
Thank you, though.
Bindaris will like to make his way over to Bronze and say, "Brother, well met," and hand him a spear.
Elephant. How goes it?
Not too bad. That's actually looking up, and hand him one of the spears that he made. I made this for you.
Oh, thank you. It is much the same as this one that I've been using. No, wait. My mistake. Yours is more beautifully made.
That's it. Keep up the good work.
Yes, you too. And also, that is the only compliment you'll ever get from me.
He's-
Should I give Bron the armor too?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe if you like offer it to Ayame, kind of, he'll direct you towards Brond and maybe just go.
I'll go waddle over to Bron and be like,
small-shelled person. What have you got for me here? Excellent.
I'll sort of whack it and be like, yeah.
I'll take it.
He takes it and begins like kind of slipping it on.
A little tight around the sides, but it'll do.
Perfect.
Were we taking him with us? We were, right?
No,
Or
I
were we
think
leaving him?
He was training people, perhaps.
Oh, that's right. Maybe it's best he stays then.
They can defend themselves.
Yeah, because I'm sure he would have, like, he and Yao Mei would have been working together in the downtime to organize things. So maybe that was, maybe it's worth just keeping one person who's coordinating efforts.
Can I test out my desert common with Junti and Paluto?
Yeah.
We are going now. And good luck here. I'm sure you'll be safe.
All right, so make me. I forget what the check is. Like a.
Is it just intelligence, maybe? No, I don't know.
Yeah.
What does it say?
Intelligence check. Yep. So just
Okay.
just a flat intelligence check.
Okay.
And you got DC 17.
Okay. Normal.
Junti kind of squints at you. Did you? She like turns back to Paluto.
Oh, hello. Did you say something?
I'm not sure, but I think he's trying to learn Savannah Common, dear.
Oh dear, that's lovely. Perhaps we could finally talk to Twig.
Dear.
Yes, but I don't think he's very good at the moment.
Oh, don't discourage him. I'm sure he'll get there.
Yeah.
Exaggerated nodding from Yao Mei, pretending he knows exactly what you said.
I think I'm getting good at this. I think I'm getting good. Good stuff, guys. I'll give him a pat on the shoulder and I'll make my way.
Oh, what a friendly guy.
By the way, can I just, on this map, I love how the chalk outline around the fire is just fading. It looks so cool. It's a really interesting little bit of flavor there.
Thank you. As you come over here, Twig and Reddy, you can see Hembe kind of looking on as Migu is sort of kneeling before Ivan.
Please, you must talk to the gods for me. Please help my husband Umak. He's in danger.
Ivan is like, I will do what I can, child, but unfortunately, until we have those materials for spellcasting, there's not much we can do. And Hembe sees you approach, Vindaros, and says, hello again.
Hello, Hembe. How are you this morning?
I'm okay. A little bit
seem-
sad.
You seem... I could sense that. Is it the others that are bothering you? The ones that are being taken hostage or prisoner?
It is. And also, I feel so unable to help. It has been such a long time since I've felt the presence of my gods. Please, on your journey, don't forget to keep an eye out for the ritual ingredients that we need. We already have ingredients for a fire and some food to sacrifice, but all we need now are just some candles, some incense, some wine, and some chalk. And Ivan insists on a live chicken to sacrifice as well.
Not a duck. Not a duck, a chicken.
He says a chicken, at least I think so. I'm teaching him how to speak Savannah Common. He's coming along.
At the list of necessary ingredients, Yao Mei's kind of just standing off to the side and goes, "Oh!" and starts digging. And he comes out with his block of incense and he hands it over and goes, "Is this helpful?"
Oh, yes. Excellent. Some incense. That's just what we've been looking for. Thank you.
It's not much, but it's a start, at least.
This will do. We only need to perform a small ritual, just to draw the attention of Shutu-Shkaa. But yes, we still need some wine and some candles and a piece of chalk.
Chalk.
We have all this stuff, I think.
Yeah, I was about to say, I seem to remember Twig having some chalk, so maybe Yao Mei go, Twig, chalk, and then point at like the chalk circle on the floor, and just kind of chalk. Do you have chalk?
Twig, you can also roll another intelligence check to understand if you want to.
Oh yeah, I do. Okay. Okay. Sorry, my
Hopefully my
computer's
game
a bit laggy.
charades helps.
Oh yeah.
Not quite.
Yes. Oh no! It was so
gonna
much better though.
Yao Mei, maybe take Twig over to the chalk circle
Yes.
and point it out. Yeah.
Yes, that was the next thing. I was waiting to see if there was any recognition. Given that there is none, I'll come over and take Twig and kind of pull him along, go this way, and point at the chalk and go, chalk. Chalk?
Ah.
Do you have chalk? For them. Ritual.
I get it now. Yes, chalk. Chalk. Where's my chalk? I have salt.
You have
It's
chalk.
like a castle, I think.
I think it's still in this treasure pile. Unless I
Yeah,
have
it might be in the
my-
stash somewhere, but I seem to remember Twig having it last as per.
Oh yeah, it's in the
Okay.
it's in the treasure
Just
pile.
remember. I was like,
Okay.
where is it? Where do you have the chalk? Where is
I
the
have-
chalk?
The chalk. I must have dropped it.
Ivan sees you with the chalk. Hey,
Chalk.
Twig, is that chalk? He's
Yes.
speaking in jungle common.
Yes. I have some chalk. Why am I getting the chalk?
We have been in need of chalk as to use in our ritual.
Oh,
That would be
perfect.
of great use to us. If you wouldn't
here.
mind. I wouldn't even have to use it all. I could give it back to you.
I mean, you hold on to it. We can discuss the divvying of the chalk, perhaps when I get back.
Well, bless you, my child. Say, if you had any candles or wine, that would also be. We nearly have all the ingredients that we need.
Ooh.
At that time, you see Vindaris has made his way to the treasure pile after speaking to Embe, and he's like, I'll pick up the jug, looking through, candles and chalk.
Sherman sees you like looking through the chest. I guess you can't understand him, but he's like, what? I didn't do nothing.
You watch yourself.
What? I'm watching you.
I'll just put those items in the backpack.
So all we need is wine.
And the duck.
No, there's
and
wine.
chicken.
There's wine. There's a jug of wine.
There's wine in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe we just bring the wine over and then we're like, here you go. Now all we need is the chicken.
There's a chicken
One
outside.
thing left.
Oh yeah, I saw a chicken.
Oh yeah, the other Anubian has a chicken and 2 goats, including your goat, Twig.
How's
yeah.
physical teamwork?
We're ticking things off that to-do list real quick. So we just go collect. I'll just go collect the chicken, I guess, and just kind of briefly chat to my Anubian friend in our. I'm assuming they also speak Canine. So I will chat to them in Canine really quickly about. We're gonna need your chicken.
Go ahead and move your token out there.
Where? What was the? I can't remember their name. I'm trying to find them on the map.
Oh, they're outside. His name is Rye. He's like out the front.
Okay. I will go find Rye. I don't remember where my bearings are in this place. I don't have any. I think it's back this way.
In the meantime, Vindaris will like to give those items to Hembe, saying, "We actually came across these, and pass her."
Oh, excellent. Thank you so much. This is perfect. This is everything we need. Well, everything I need. I just need to sacrifice some vegetables and berries and things. I already have those, but Ivan insists on a chicken.
Oh, Yao Mei, he's gone out to source the chicken for us.
Oh, the poor chicken. But I suppose that's a good thing.
Rye sees you coming.
A small sacrifice.
How are you, Yao Mei?
Hi, Rye. I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, not bad. A bit better now. I've got a bit of shelter and whatnot, and I've been able to take some of these animals out to forage.
You eating okay?
Yeah, I'm eating okay now. Yeah, done a bit of hunting.
Good. Gonna need to do a favour for some of our more religious folk here. Can we have your chicken?
You want my
We're
chicken?
gonna need to sacrifice it.
You want to sacrifice my chicken?
I'm sorry. We're gonna need the chicken.
For
It'll bring a lot of hope. It's for a good cause.
What's it for? Religious purposes?
Yeah, sacrifice to call on the gods for help. Think it'll help a lot of people here just thinking that we'll be safe.
Well, I got to say, I'm not the most God-fearing man myself, but if you think it's the right thing to do, especially if it'll improve morale. Not that I'm in denial that the gods exist. I just I've never really had a line of communication with them, but yeah, I suppose a chicken is a small sacrifice to make.
True Nubian. I know the feeling. I don't really believe either, but it helps. Anything helps now, especially with an extra 100 people.
That's true. I saw all of those walk in. It's good to see them again.
Yeah, they're not good, but again, calling on the gods may help them feel better too.
Well, here, I'll here, come on. Come on. There you go.
Thanks, Rye. Gonna need that chicken. Give me that chicken. My chicken. And he kind of looks at it wistfully like, oh, I could eat this. This chicken's so good. But he takes it. He'll go back. He'll say a quick little nod at Rye as a thanks and just head back.
Good luck to you. I hope the ritual goes well.
Thank you. I hope so too. Oh, this way, chicken. This way. This way. No. Eventually, I might just pick up the chicken and take it. But for now, if it's going the right way, I'm hurting the chicken.
All right, you can pick up the chicken and bring it back.
All right. So I'll head straight back to him and be like, "Here's the chicken."
She hands the chicken to Ivan. Fantastic. Thank the gods. We finally have everything we need to perform this ritual. He turns to Hembe and he says in this very shaky Savannah common, "Are you ready to do ritual?" Ritual? She's like, "Yes, Ivan, that's very good. Please, all of you, follow us into our tent while we perform this ritual, especially you, Vindaros, as I know you have a connection with the gods. Your presence could only help." And as you come into this tent, I wonder if I have some kind of... ritual music, cult music. This might be.
I feel like it's very Ivan. Evil
This is
little
like
guy.
church version. I don't know if it's gonna be. Anyway, you come in here. Migu eagerly walks into this tent as well. It's like a pretty big tent made out of leather. And inside the tent, they light this fire. Perhaps Hembe goes outside and grabs like a stick from one of the other fires and like brings it in here. And they kind of put this fire together, bring some wood and stuff in here and light this fire. And they light the incense and they begin chanting. And Ivan is chanting in Savannah Common. He's like been practicing this particular ritual. And both of them are like drawing these like chalk sigils on the floor, and they light these candles and they like place each of them on a sigil. And as they're like chanting, and the energy in the room is kind of growing and the volume is getting louder, and people are sort of crowding around the tent to like peek in and see what's happening. It culminates at one point with Ivan holding this chicken over this bowl and like cutting its throat and letting the blood drain into this bowl. And he puts this chicken down and then pours some of the wine into the bowl and like mixes it and kind of like paints some of it on his face and then drinks the rest of the bowl. And meanwhile, Hembe is like setting fire to this like bowl of like vegetables and berries and things. And she pours some of the wine into the flames, and both of them begin like dancing around the fire. And as they're doing this, you hear the sound of like thunder outside, this kind of rumbling in the sky. And all of a sudden the flames surge and turn this like bright blue color, and this strong wind blows through the ruins. And the candles go out, and Hembe and Ivan all of a sudden kind of like stop dancing and like stand there almost stunned, and both of their eyes turn white. And a rumbling passes through the ruins like a subtle earthquake. And you all kind of watch this scene for a moment as they kind of stand there. And then after a moment it passes, and the blue fire returns to a normal color. And Hembe and Ivan sort of relax and smile, and they kind of turn to you, and they're about to begin speaking to you, and kind of, you know, they sort of look like they've done everything that they need to do, but all of a sudden the fire surges again. And this time it turns crimson red. And both Hembe and Ivan are shocked. It's clear that they did not expect this to happen. And this red crimson fire like flames up and like nearly reaches like the top of the leather tent, and Hembe and Ivan back away. They're like clearly scared. Vindaros, you are watching this and you think you see something in the flames. And suddenly all of the light goes out of the tent and out of the entire building, even though you can still see the fire burning. But it's just emitting like no light. Like you can just kind of stare at this like crimson flame, but everything else is like pitch black. And Vindaros, you think that you see some kind of presence in the flames. And you have this strange sensation that this presence becomes aware of you. And you hear like some kind of gasps and even like screams from outside the tent. And all of a sudden, this presence in the flames seems to like leap from the flames towards you. And all of a sudden you feel like there's this like entity inside you, this like powerful entity, and you can sense this entity's will. And you don't hear it speak, but you can kind of sense it communicating with you. And you know suddenly that this is Foon, the god of vengeance. And this entity communicates the idea that Foon is also worshipped in these lands. You know that Foon is, unlike Shutu-Shkaa, actually already established here in these lands. And you have this strong sense that you have to carry out Foon's will. You get the message that you must not let people get away with what they've done, and that the swifter and more brutal your vengeance, then the more tyrants and thugs and coercers will think twice before they harm others, because they'll know that punishment awaits them. And you just get this feeling that you must go forth and strike fear in the hearts of the thugs that dominate these lands, for it's full of horrible atrocities. And there is this sense in you that there's a demand. You're being demanded to swear an oath to this entity that you will carry out its will. Do you swear this oath?
I'm getting goosebumps listening to it. Yes, he will swear that oath.
All right. As soon as you have sworn this oath, the presence lifts from you and appears to kind of disappear back into the fire, and the fires return to a regular color, and the light returns, and this energy is gone. And just a bit of lore. Foon is a dark god of vengeance, but he's not exactly evil. Vindaros, you would know this, and you could explain to the others that the way that he works is people sort of invoke him for protection, kind of like protection by way of threat, kind of like saying that like if you, like saying to like a bully, like if you mess with me, then I'll send my like big brother after you to beat you up. So people put symbols of Foon on their homes to like warn away criminals, and on their tombs to warn away like tomb robbers and things. You know, like don't rob me or you'll have the spirit of vengeance bring ruin to you. And some people also choose Foon as their patron when they're particularly in need of protection, or of course if they simply desire revenge. And so as the state of things returns to normal in this tent, Hembe and Ivan kind of come over to you, and Hembe is like, Vindaros, are you okay? I sensed a great power in this tent that was not Shutu-Shkaa.
Yes. Within the flames, I was called upon by Foon to be his messenger when he calls for. So I have sworn an oath to him to do his work across this land.
I knew there was something important about you. I knew you were destined to do great things. This is very good news.
Let's see what the future holds.
Indeed.
Did the others get a sense that there was this other presence as well?
Probably only Ivan and Hembe, but everyone else though knew that something happened, but might not be aware that it wasn't related to the original ritual. But Ivan could perhaps say to you and Reddy,
I did not expect that. That was a different presence from the presence of Shutu-Shkaa. But it seems to be that it was perhaps Vindaros' god, if I understood Hembe correctly. That is good. We have finally reformed the connection with our gods.
Yes, that's certainly a good sign.
In fact, I can feel the magic. The magic again. The divine magic. Do you feel it, Hembe? Sorry, what did you say? Do you feel the magic?
oh yes.
Yes, I do feel it. Yes, I can feel my old magic coming back to me. If any of you should need some spellcasting services, please, just let us know. I believe
Yao Mei might slowly
I'm
just
ready.
kind of catch attention and just be like, be careful with the magic around them. And
Oh,
point
yes.
to where the Ekans are kind of standing behind us.
Perhaps we can channel this magic within this tent where they can't see us.
Just quietly.
Henbei's hut.
But yes, Twig, if you need anything identified, I could do that for you.
Oh, yes. Oh yes, Ivan, you are just the guy.
Also,
I
ready.
found-
I don't know why I was specifically speaking to Twig. I just had the sense. I can see all this stuff that you're carrying.
He has a certain sense of importance. He's a natural leader, I think. But
I'm gonna bring out my finger.
Oh, I think I've heard this joke
this-
before.
Is this a bad pun about pulling the finger out?
All
It's a bit
right.
shriveled.
Oh, I see. Interesting. He begins kind of like muttering to himself, kind of turning this finger over in his hand, trying to get a sense of what it is. He says, why, I believe this is a magic finger. He says, it is a finger of withering.
Ooh. A finger of withering.
Yes,
Wow.
you can channel some of your energy into this severed finger and use it to do harm. It is a dark item.
Oh, I will use it carefully. Ooh. Oh, awesome. Bonus action.
He says all this, I guess. Using a bonus action. Be careful with that.
Reddy will take off his cape and proffer it to Ivan and be like, oh, this seems to... I'm like, oh, I never realized it looked this...
Huh?
Unfortunately, I can only cast this spell once a day, but here, Henbei, would you mind identifying this cape? It gave me an encouraging feeling, but now that I'm holding it, I don't feel it anymore. She says, yes, I feel very encouraged to take that cape. Oh. She will cast Identify. She says, this is an encouraging cape, I think I would call this. She says, while wearing this cape, allies within 3 meters of you gain +1 on saving throws to avoid being frightened, but you don't get the bonus yourself, unfortunately.
I'll look to Vindaris and Naomi and be like, yes?
Good.
It's a keeper.
Good for friends.
I like it. Thank you, Evan and Henbei.
My pleasure. Henbei nods.
Before we leave, I have something that I wanted to do last session that I didn't get to. I have in my pockets a bone statuette, and I'm not going to bring it with me. I want to work out where the bone came from, because I haven't been able to use this ability yet, and it's been killing me.
So, where did you find this thing again? Was it in the treasure chest?
I
Yeah, I
think
think
it was
so.
in the treasure chest.
Okay, let me have a look. Oh. Stash.
I was trying to go through my notes. I've got 27 pages of notes from our previous sessions in front of me, and I've been trying to go through them to find out where we got it from, but I can't find it.
Yeah, I think it was from the chest. You think now that you have met a Suscan from these lands that this bone was... I really need to know if you found it in the treasure chest.
I'll have another look through my notes. Hang on.
I'll say that you think that this is... Hold on, let me just look in my archive and see if I can work out where it was found. Bone statuette. Loot. Okay. Oh yeah. So it is in this. It's a bone statuette of a beetle holding a spear. Yeah. So you think that this bone statuette, which was in the treasure, but you think it must have been thrown into the treasure chest by these beetle insectoids, and you think that it is made out of the bone from a Suscan, from a pig folk.
Okay, cool.
And it
I
looks
might not
like
bring
it
it with
was
me.
carved relatively recently.
Yeah, I may not bring that one with me. I don't want to incite violence. So I'll put that one in our little tribe stash underneath the pile of rags where my sword is hiding.
Okay.
And I might point it out to Carly as well, just on our way through. Just kind of, I figure I would have done this earlier when we were already there and I was grabbing my dagger, but maybe just point behind here to Carly and just be like, shh.
All right.
I hope she knows what I'm talking about.
So if everyone is ready to leave, what's the time? It's probably... Yep.
Can I awkwardly go back to Carly and be like, I'm sorry, but can I just grab that bronze sword back? Oh,
The sword or the knife?
sorry, the dagger, the bronze dagger.
Yes.
I got a thing now, so you know, like you could still use it.
Yes, no, of course. That is why. That's why I sent you to Brugoska in the first place. Here you go.
Thank you.
And as you're walking out, she also says, Yao Mei, do you not want your sword? You may need it where you're going.
I just kind of look at her and I just like, bad idea.
But you do have a scabbard for a sword, though.
I've got, oh, do I have one for the sword?
Yep.
Because I thought I didn't have one and that was why I was hiding it.
Brugoska made you a scabbard.
But wasn't that for I thought that was for the daggers.
Just for any bronze weapon. It's just a solution so you guys don't have to like worry about it, basically.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna take at least one of them if I had a scabbard for one.
She's given you a scabbard for a knife and a sword.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then I will take both.
Okay.
Yeah. That was my misunderstanding. Sorry.
That's all right.
And Vindaris will leave the helm, the Suscan helm.
Okay.
You looked so regal though.
Because it doesn't actually do anything for you while you're wearing the armor.
Oh, Vindaros, before we leave, should we maybe tell people to expect the other group back? Or was this the group that we were expecting? Because if so, we might need to put aside some treasures for them to take from that chest. And tell people what's going on.
Is this the group that we expecting back, or is this just another surprise?
Because I thought we were expecting the same emissaries back, but this is just a group of soldiers.
Yeah, so they've come back to bring these refugees, but I think they said in the last session that they don't yet have word from the captain about what he wants to do with regards to taxes and whether you can stay here and what the point of the chest is and all of that. So yeah, there's probably some idea that you might still be expecting another group to return.
Yeah, so maybe we put aside then some of the treasures and we have someone that we trust sort of hand them over if they come back before we're back, because we're going somewhere to help these other refugees that got taken. So
we'll put them in the chest for them. Maybe
hide everything we want to keep.
Okay.
Try and keep Sherman away. No Shermans allowed in this room.
He's literally living in that room.
Typical.
Kicked out of his home again.
Can we just kill him? Like, is that fine?
Oh no!
I wouldn't actually do that. It would start a war, I think. do not need mutiny. Again.
And Vindaris will definitely thank Hembe for her guidance and helping him be put on a path.
She bows this big yet graceful hippopotamus bow. Thank you for all you have done.
If there's anything else that you require, please let me know and I can see what I can do on my travels.
Likewise. Well, actually, if you can keep an eye out for some of the ingredients that we needed to make healer's kits, we would need something like flax for making bandages, but unfortunately I think wild strains wouldn't do. But now that we know that there are people in these lands, perhaps you could ask around. I don't know if that would be safe, but it's just a thought. Also, some kind of disinfectant, like some salt or some honey. And some kind of anesthesia. Maybe some white willow bark or some poppies even, if you can find them. And some leaves of the Vusa bush, which is known to rouse the unconscious when crushed.
At the mention of pain relief, Yao Mei is going to again go, oh, and start digging in his bag. And he's going to hand over 3 of the white willow bark pieces that he grabbed last session.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. This will go a long way to helping people here who are still nursing their wounds.
It's not much, but it'll help, and we'll find more.
Thank you. Otherwise, good luck. Good luck to you all. I hope that you can find Migu's husband here and all of the others. Even Razi.
All right.
All right, one more thing before we go. I'm going to go up to Vindaris and Yao Mei and Twig and just like take out the ladle and see if anyone wants the more than Reddy does, because
No. I just
point to,
imagine
like-
you pointing it at us.
Point to like the bow and the dagger and the sword, and I'm just like, I'm good.
I don't have much use for these, I think. Vindaris.
Vindaris will take it if you're offering.
I'll move them into your
Which one do you
inventory.
take?
Thanks,
Or don't I look?
Oh, just
Take it all.
take it all.
Okay.
I don't want to carry this.
Doesn't slip under the shell, Vindaris. He doesn't want to carry it anymore.
But you can use martial weapons, Vindara, so you can use like both of them.
Okay.
All right. So before we head out, let's level up.
Woo!
So, 3 of you have leveled up. I'm gonna go around in reverse player order, starting with Reti. And I'm just gonna ask a couple of questions to each of you. Where's my thing? So Reti, how did you go about developing your new skills and abilities?
I think in Reddy's, he had a long walk a few days ago, spent foraging, and while he didn't get much chance to actually, he didn't really find very much. He had a lot of time to sort of think and spent some of that time probably in meditation as well. I guess accustoming himself and getting acclimated to this new environment and the forest around. And I think he would have probably been able to sort of work on himself and figure out some of these new spells that he's itching to try.
Sweet. And what is it that's currently motivating you to advance in this particular way?
Well, I think for like a day or two, he was actually kind of... Obviously, there's been like a lot of tragic circumstances in the last couple of weeks, and before that, but it almost sort of slowed down there for a little bit. They had a few days to learn languages and sort of get set up, and there wasn't as much of a stress of like the immediate sort of we need food and water. So he was almost starting to like relish, I guess, just being around in the forest. But then, obviously learning that this other group has encountered some really, really hard times, and now he's sort of just focusing on that and saying, all right, we need to do what we can to try and save these guys, and especially if there's any Archelons there, because they all went with the other group, so he's hoping to find some of his brethren and do his best for them.
Yeah. What happened to those guys? All right, Twig, how did you go about developing your new skills and abilities?
So Twig he was sort of learning languages and trying to get his spells in order during his downtime these past couple of days, and sort of thinking about the importance of communication. It's really sort of spurred him to maybe spend a little bit more time thinking about that and how to help that along. And so, I guess, he's had the time to think about what he wants to learn next in that way.
All right. So he's been inscribing some more runes on some pieces of bark.
Yeah, I guess sort of playing around with a bit of rune. He's moved on to using maybe some charcoal or something, or some soot to inscribe the runes rather than his blood.
And what's motivating him to advance in this particular way?
I guess like this bit of rest has led him to be able to sort of feel a bit more curious about the new place that he is in, and sort of think about how things die and decay as he's sort of been exposed to more of that, and how different it is here compared to his jungle lands. Fair bit of that, which is both awful, but oh so interesting.
All right. And Vindaris, how did you go about developing your new skills and abilities?
Well, I think Mindaros, while making the spears as well, sort of was doing a lot of just self-reflecting as well, and just trying to work out what's calling him, and just to try to put all these puzzle pieces together. What's driving him overall is actually the people that did harm to his village, to his common friends. But that still seems such a long way away. He's actually just taken a step back and he's like, how can we thrive now? And what can we do to survive, thrive, and then take that next step forward?
I thought you were going to say a third word that rhymed with survive. Like survive, thrive, and revive. Or something.
Yeah, revive. No, we don't want to revive anyone.
What? What do you mean?
We don't have to be put in that situation.
Nice. I feel like you kind of answered the second question there as well.
Yeah. So he's also from that last ritual with Henbei. It's sort of fallen into place. He's sort of seen a doorway, a light at the end of the tunnel. He has direction now. So he stepped forward and he wants to accept that and take that challenge on.
Nice. You've taken Hunter's Mark. And you got a couple of these like level 3 Abjure Enemy and Vow of Enmity. Did you have that already? No.
No, that came on at level 3 as well.
Awesome. Sweet. All right. I thought I would try a couple of level up quick because I always feel like there's no mention given to like how the hell ever, it's always just like, yeah, I've leveled up now, like. All right, so
it's like, look at this stuff I randomly decided I could do overnight.
Yeah, exactly. Didn't have it yesterday, have it today. All right, so you head out into the forest, following behind these impatient Ekin, who briefly try to communicate with you but struggle. And they lead the way, and it's like probably just after midday now, and they beckon for you to follow them down towards the south. And so you can pass through this forest that's like full of this kind of mix of like conifers and also deciduous birches and redwoods and things. You're pretty familiar with this forest by now. The ground is pretty uneven, but even in the winter it's like still green with like shrubs and sword ferns and bracken and stuff. There's like this pretty like thick understory of just various plants and vines and things. And you follow them down in this direction, and you pass by actually, because you kind of follow the river some way to the south. But then they kind of veer off to the southeast rather than head directly for that cave. And let me just see. What this is. As you're walking through the trees in this direction, you actually see something move off to the side, and you can glance over and have a look, and you actually see what looks like some low, four-legged animal that's kind of moving just between some of the trees and things, and you get like a glimpse of it, and it actually looks like a wolf, but it kind of looks over in your direction. It's just like this lone grey wolf, and it appears to be limping. And these Ekin are kind of like, like a bit of a ruckus erupts as they begin kind of like joking and jeering at it. It looks like it's injured or something, and they actually begin like trying to like hit it with their slings.
Bindaris will step in.
They
He'll just
kind
say,
of
enough. And put like an arm out in front of him. Back off.
One of them points a spear at you.
I slap it away.
He puts it back again.
Level 3 Vindaris is a badass.
Keep
When did
going.
you get so cool?
Oh, yeah, there's something different about Vidara.
I just move him on.
Eventually, yeah, they kind of lose interest and they give up. They're not about to like start a fight with you.
And actually, as they're doing that, I just want to have a look at the wolf,
Yep.
and if I can, approach it.
How do you approach it?
Sort of hunched, leaning forward, open hands, to see if it needs help.
Give
If
me
it
an
has a visible injury.
animal handling check.
Okay.
Nice. It as you approach it, it kind of like turns to you. It's like panting, like it looks like thirsty and it looks wounded, and you can see as you get closer that it's got this like big like some gashes up the side of it, like it's been like attacked by some other animal or something. It doesn't run away, it just kind of like looks at you like it's afraid, but it's too injured to run. I might call Twig over. Twig. Slowly. And point to that injury.
Let me see. Looks pretty deep.
One of these Ekin comes back, kind of storms over to you. This wolf kind of, backs up a bit. This Ekin's like, telling you to hurry up.
Vindaris will just lay on hands for 1 point of healing,
Nice.
and then we'll get up and.
The wolf, as this energy sort of channels through it, it looks like a little bit better. Some of these wounds kind of like close a little bit, and it limps away.
Cool.
And
Let's
you
go,
can have
Twig.
a point of inspiration, but you've already got inspiration.
It's all good.
I might try talk to Vindaros and say, that was quite something. I can't do anything like that. That was very cool.
Give me an intelligence check.
Oh.
I just smile at Twig, put my arm around him, and and catch up with the rest of the party.
That's okay. Ayame will relay the message from himself when they both join the group and go, that was cool, Vindar.
Thanks.
But with that, you carry on further to the south. And you kind of travel through this forest for another couple of hours. And eventually you come to a small trail where, like, the undergrowth has been kind of, it hasn't been growing. Like, the ground here is a sort of a dirty, kind of muddy, like, gravelly material. And, yeah, it's probably like a couple of meters wide, this path. Like wide enough for like a small wagon or something to come through here. And the Ekin like point to the east and beckon for you to like follow them along this path. And as you follow them to the east, you do in fact eventually come upon, actually it's not that far away, a wagon. The wagon is kind of broken down, and one of the wheels has come off, and there's no sign of the animals that were drawing the wagon. But you do see lying some way off in the trees what looks like a corpse that's been like partially eaten. It looks like a Suskin corpse. Another partially eaten Suskin corpse. But these Ekin just kind of storm through this area. They've obviously seen this before, and one of them kind of turns to you, Twig, and like, well, Sergeant Mersch turns to you and kind of says something, but you don't understand him. But he kind of like points at this wagon and this corpse, kind of, like.
Can I quickly duck in to have a look at this wagon, see if it's carrying anything, see if what's eating the corpse?
Yeah, you can have a
How
look.
the corpse has decomposed.
If you do the corpse, I'll do the wagon.
Okay. Yeah,
Makes things easier.
that's a good split.
It looks like the corpse has been eaten by some kind of animal, you think. It's kind of hard to tell. It looks like it's been here for maybe a week or so. It's in pretty poor condition, but there's no valuables on it. No weapons or anything. And it's the same with the wagon. You don't find anything in it. It's just kind of sitting here, half in the mud, beginning to rot.
Like off the path, sort of into the trees a little bit, or is it still kind of on the path a little bit?
It's like in the middle of the path, and you kind of have to sort of all walk around it.
Okay, is there a way maybe Vindaris and I can push it off to the side, even with this one wheel that's come off, just to get it off the path?
Yeah, if one of you would like to give me a athletics check at advantage, depending on whether Vindaris helps, of course.
Yeah, I might just go, Vindaris, will you help? Because I'll do the athletics.
Okay.
At advantage, you said?
Yeah. Seeing as both of you are doing it. You push and push, and at first it kind of seems like it's not going to budge, but eventually you are able to kind of get it out of some of this mud. Maybe one of you is pulling and one of you is pushing, and you manage to kind of pull it up onto the bank just to the side of this path and sort of pull it towards the trees a little bit, make it a bit clearer to come through here.
Hey, mate, we should keep this in mind, and maybe on our journeys return it to our compound.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, Ubla can make another wheel for this, or definitely use some of the parts for our.
Yes, it would be very helpful. But at least if it's off the path, then it's less likely to get damaged by travelers coming through.
once again, these Ekin kind of. And they lead you further along this path to the east. Does anyone do anything else while you're walking through here?
Maybe I'll just keep an eye out to see if there's any more willow trees that we can just quickly strip the bark as we go. Something quick that won't hold people up and get them mad at us.
Okay.
Just anything like directly by us or less than 10 meters off the path.
Alright, if you're kind of keeping an eye out for something like that. Give me a perception check. And actually, around this time. Ooh.
Oh.
It's also like gotten quite a bit warmer. It's probably around like 9 degrees. Sometime around like the midday, it got a fair bit warmer. At least for what you've experienced in this area. But the wind is like still blowing pretty powerfully through these trees, and as it's getting later in the day, the temperature begins dropping again. But yeah, unfortunately, you don't see anything that you can harvest.
Worth a try. I'll pretend I'm keeping a really good eye out though. Like to everyone else, I'm doing such a good job. I'm looking. I must be more concerned with how it looks.
Hey, Ready, Yao Mei is really good at spotting stuff. Yeah.
You can suggest we help, but I mean, if she doesn't.
I mean, yeah, like they're on it.
Does anyone do anything else? Okay. Alright, so as you continue in this direction, following this path, probably now getting to be like sometime in the late afternoon. The sun is like setting to the west. And let me see. Just going to roll a little check. Ooh, that's a strong check. What order are you guys walking in? What's your marching order?
Height order is my suggestion.
Height order?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll be last.
No, I'm on the other way around, but whatever.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you can each like see over like.
That's a good way to do it, I think.
All right.
Who's taller out of Yao Mei and Ready?
I'd like to think I'm a little bit taller, but you know, maybe that's just his own perception. Maybe if he like pokes his ears up really, really stiffly, maybe he's like just taller.
So Yao Mei is 1.5 meters and Ready is 1.55 meters.
There we go.
Do you go back to back? Are you back to back? Just making sure one back is taller.
I love that so much.
Awesome. All right. All of a sudden, you hear some rustling in the trees ahead of you, and some creatures come out of nowhere and literally run at you. They just emerge from out of the trees. And many of you are very surprised by this. You haven't been looking out for for hostiles, and also the Ekin appear surprised. They've been kind of walking along, sort of talking amongst themselves, you know, kind of like joking around and stuff like that, being pretty irresponsible. And these creatures that emerge They have they're quite like small creatures with like grey, red, and white fur, and they have these very long ears, and they have a bit of a bounce in their step when they appear. And many of them are carrying I forget what they're carrying. Many of them have bows and arrows slung over their shoulders, and they're holding these kind of like bronze daggers that like and like bucklers, and they're dressed in like some of them appear to have some kind of hide armor and some simple armor and stuff like that. And you also see this one particular Rabbitfolk. These are obviously the Haren that the Ekin spoke to you about previously, and you know that they're at odds with each other. One of these Rabbitfolk is this this tall female Haren with like reddish brown fur, and she's like kind of dressed with like more she's more heavily armored. She's wearing this like padded armor, and she's got this leather kilt on, sandals, and she's holding, instead of a knife, she's got two weapons. She's got this bronze rapier and this bronze hammer, and she just like charges in, kind of leading this group like ah. And many of the others also kind of like let out like cries as they run at you. And so I'll take us over to this map. And what order did you say you were in? So Vindaris at the back, and followed by Reddy, followed by Yao Mei, followed by Twig.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'll put you there, and basically these Haren come out from behind these trees. And they don't stop to talk to you. They don't. They're not polite at all. They just begin charging at you, weapons drawn. Some of them begin drawing bows and shooting arrows at you. So you have no chance to talk. Let's roll for initiative. And these Ekin begin kind of shouting nervously and pulling out their spears and readying their shields and everything as well.
No, that's too high.
And so the way I want to do the surprise is basically, let me see. Anyone before Sergeant Mersch is definitely surprised. So Reddy and Twig. So you're both surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Surprised. Oh, that looks like dead. Man, these things are like still not working properly. What happens if I go into your... oh, there is no surprise. Alright, well, I'm sure we can remember that you're surprised.
I think I have.
No, how come that worked?
I right-clicked on my guy and like manually typed in surprised.
Oh, for some reason it comes up with... Oh, that's interesting. It's like a different surprise. Okay, sweet.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Everyone that comes after Sergeant Mersch, we can roll to see if you are also surprised as you kind of like see him reacting. So, Reddy, you're surprised. And you watch as this Haren... You watch as this Haren comes bounding out of the trees, out from behind this tree here, straight towards Sergeant Mersch. And it is wielding this dagger and this buckler. And it just kind of leaps up into the air and brings this dagger down towards Sergeant Mersch.
Oh no.
And hits. for 4 piercing. All right. And it's actually going to attack again. It's able to go.
Oh my god.
So this one misses, and the Ekin have this ability that they have these natural spines. So as this Haren kind of misses with this attack, Sergeant Mersch kind of like, deflects the dagger with his shield and then sort of turns his shoulder, and the Haren will take one piercing damage from his spine. All right. So let me just. Okay. At this point, you see in the distance a Rabbitfolk who looks a little bit different from the rest emerge from this tree back here. He's wearing this long grey robe, and he's going to move in this direction. And you can see this like crackling energy around him that you recognize because you've seen Twig using mage armor. That this character must have some magical abilities. He's pretty tall, and he's got like grey fur and this long grey beard. This brown and grey hooded cloak, and he's carrying this wooden staff that's got like this kind of fire that's like burning just above it. It looks like it's coming out from the staff, but when you see it closer, you see that the flame actually kind of starts like some way above the staff. And he's also kind of got these like all these like trinkets hanging off him, and you can see he's got like some sort of maybe component pouch and like some piercings in his ears. And he comes out, he steps out, and he begins like spinning this staff around like a kind of a helicopter. And he's like begins like shouting these arcane words, and the wind picks up. And suddenly this strong gust of wind blows out from his staff in your direction. And he's going to cast Gust of Wind. But hold on, how's he going to cast it? Let me just... I'm going to cast it like that.
Oof. All right.
So... it's when you start your turn in the line that you have to succeed on the strength save.
Okay.
So I don't think we need to do anything just yet. Okay, that's all he's going to do. This Haren is going to jump over to here, and he is going to take aim with his short bow and fire an arrow at one of these Ekin. And hits for 5 damage. Okay. This red-furred, powerful-looking woman here that's like heavily armored and wielding these 2 weapons. She steps out from this tree here, and she's going to charge in here. And actually, she's going to stop here, and she actually has let me think. I already said she's got this bronze rapier, and she puts these 2 weapons down briefly, puts them on the ground, and actually pulls out this atlatl of her own. And she's going to load it up with a dart and sort of lob this dart at Sergeant Mersch.
Ooh.
And does 5 damage to him. He kind of cries out in pain as this dart like goes through his leg. And Twig, you're very surprised as all of this is happening. As is Sergeant Mersch. Okay, this Haren over here is going to come over to here and also shoot its short bow at this Ekin and hit. Okay, sorry guys, just playing D&D by myself. Alright, so this Ekin is going to have to make a strength save against this spell. Or be pushed 3 meters away. Push 3 meters away. Alright, he's pushed back here, just... and then he is going to attempt to sort of run back over here. 4. And he's going to use his sling. He's going to be and try to hit this this heavily armored Rabbitfolk, and he succeeds on hitting her with one of these like stones and does 1 bludgeoning to her. Okay, fuck. This Haren is going to also fire its short bow. And it completely misses. The arrow kind of like aims at Sergeant Mersch, but it gets blown away by this wind. Okay, Vindaros. What I would probably do is get you to roll, but I think seeing as there's like a lot of just me playing, we'll just say that you see Sergeant Mersch and the others around you surprised, and you are able to react on time, so you were not surprised. So what do you do?
Okay, I would like to move forward. 1, 2.
And this wind is also just like constant. It's just still blowing.
Okay, so I just meant to do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'd like to use cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Cast that on that creature, the rabbit, the armored one. That one up there. And then attack with one of my gifts from Rati, which is the Castros.
Okay.
To begin with.
You are standing behind this Ekin, so you'll have a little bit of difficulty hitting her.
Diagonal, that was 2 movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh yeah, every second one is. Yep. That hits.
Okay.
All right. 2 piercing damage.
And in turn.
And she kind of like yips as this dart sort of just like across her cheek. Okay, this Ekin in here is going to potentially be blown back, so he's going to make a strength save. Where am I? Strength save. And what was the DC again? Oh, I put the spell away. I think it was higher than that. Okay, he's also going to be blown back. But he's just blown into twig. So I'm just going to say that he is just like blown into twig and he like falls down. Falls prone. So then he'll have to like kind of quickly climb up, pick himself up. He's going to attempt to like run in this direction. Ooh, he doesn't want to get in front of Vindaros. Maybe he'll run in this direction. And he's going to try to attack this Rabbitfolk here with his spear. But misses. Okay, this Haren in here is going to run around the back and attack Vindaros. It just comes at you with this dagger. Misses, but it's going to take another swipe at you. Ooh, misses again. Okay, Yao Mei. You also see what's happening now, so you're not surprised. But give me a strength save.
I was about to roll for that. There we go.
21, nice. You're able to resist the pressure of this wind.
Cool. So 6 meters. So if I head through 5, what I'd like to do, if I go to here, am I able to pull out my own bow and arrows from here?
Yep.
Like, would I be able to see the guy who's just attacked Vindaros? Because I'm assuming the trees are quite tall and I can just kind of stand beneath it and still see what's going on.
Yeah,
or even if I'm like back
but
here
because you're kind of, so this bit here is kind of on the corner here. I'm going to say that probably from there, or yeah, fine. That's fine.
Yeah, okay. So then I will use my bow rather than trying to pull out anything bronze right now. And I will try and shoot an arrow.
All right. That is a hit.
Nice.
Hit for 6. All right. This arrow just like lodges itself in this heron's side as it's kind of like holding its buckler up and facing Vindaros. It doesn't see you come around and just, it's like, anything else?
That's it for me.
Okay. This heron back here is just going to run over to here, and it's going to, it sees you through the trees, and it's going to kind of dash down here. All right. This Ekin will make a strength save. It's also pushed back. I'm going to say it's just going to go here. It's pushed back to all the way to here. Or here. It tries to collect itself, and it is then going to... Gonna run over to... It's gonna try to get clever and run up here. And it's going to actually throw its spear at this heron up here. It's a thrown weapon, so it can use its dex, but it doesn't want to do that. Can you choose with a thrown weapon? Does anyone know? I can't remember if you can choose or if it just... Let me have a look. Thrown property.
I don't think I've ever actually thrown a weapon in D&D.
You can throw the weapon to make a ranged attack. If it's a melee weapon, you use the same ability modifier for that attack roll. Okay. Oh, okay, so it would need to have the finesse property. Okay, that's fine. So he throws his spear at this heron and hits. All right. this heron is just going to jump down here and come to the rescue of its friend and take a couple of quick slashes with a bronze dagger at this guy. Hits. 3. And... Oof. Hits again. For another 6. And that guy's looking bloodied.
Ooh.
Okay, this guy is going to make a strength save. He passes. So he's going to run up here. Oh, he's going to actually push past his friend here and come over to here. And try to spear this guy in the back. Hits 6. And he can follow up. He has this quick stab ability. But misses. Man, there's a lot of NPCs. But it does become clearer as you kind of see what's happening around you on the battlefield, that these Haren outnumber you. This one hits with his dagger. Hits twice. Okay, and that guy's looking bloodied as well. This Ekin is going to attempt to resist this wind. And succeeds, and so it's going to come in here and try to help Vindaros attack this rabbit. And also, as this Rabbitfolk is like running at Yao Mei, kind of sees that happening, tries to come in here and like stop it. And it hits for 8 piercing, and it's going to follow up with a second jab. High speed jab, but it misses. Okay, ready, you're no longer surprised. What do you do?
Ready will cast Shillelagh. And I think he's just going to don his shield.
Okay.
On this turn. And I think that's it. So let me do those. Shillelagh, where's the shield?
All right.
He will try... Oh. He's going to try and move here.
Okay. Yep. But if you move there, you will be affected by the wind.
He thinks he's strong enough to
Okay.
resist
Sweet.
12 strength or so. I don't know what it is.
All right.
Oh, maybe he'll just stay here because it's not his turn anymore, so he can't move.
Oh, really? Oh, it stops you from moving. There you go.
Let's try. So I assume I need to roll.
Oh no, only on the when you start your turn there, I think it is.
Yep.
Okay, this Rabbitfolk is kind of looking all around it. It's feeling pretty surrounded. It's not sure who to attack. It sees you coming up towards it. Oh, it is going to attack you. All right. Bronze dagger ready. Misses, but it'll go in for a second. Nice, it misses you a couple of times. Okay. This kind of elderly looking chap that is blowing this gust of wind. As he kind of stops spinning this this staff, this flaming staff, but the wind like continues around him as he kind of like holds his hands up and begins muttering, and this flame that's above his staff kind of like bursts into like a much brighter kind of wider like ball of flame, and these three like balls of flame like streak out from the staff, and they are each going to target a different one of these Ekin. I'm going to target this one. 9 misses, and he's going to target this one. Ooh, that misses as well. And he's now going to target this one down here. If you can reach that one, hold on. Oh yeah. Oh, all of them just kind of blow away in the wind. Lame. Okay. This Rabbitfolk down here is going to run over to here and attack this Haren here with its this Ekin here with its dagger, and it hits for 3 piercing, and it's going to follow with a second attack. Completely misses, therefore it'll take the 1 damage from the spines. It's also a critical miss, so that its bronze dagger will be blunted. Okay. What's the reminder on the like red-furred female warrior?
Hunter's mark.
Oh, Hunter's mark. Oh yeah, sweet.
Yep.
Okay. Alright. She's going to now pick up her bronze rapier and light bronze hammer. She drops the atlatl. And she's just going to charge in. She comes down to here. And then she jumps. Ooh, could she jump across people? Yeah, I guess so, because it's like the shorter distance. So she's going to leap over these Ekin over to here. She sees Vindaros. Vindaros looks like a worthy foe. She's gonna lash out at you a couple of times with this rapier. And does 10 piercing.
Whoa. Can I use my Halo of Spores as a reaction?
Oh yeah. Are you... Oh, because it's 2 meters, isn't it? Nice. Okay, so she makes a con save, is it?
Yeah.
Alright. Nice. And let me just put this here so we remember. Okay, so 4 necrotic. She coughs as these spores kind of like go into her nose and her mouth as she like jumps over here. And then she's going to swing at Vindaros again with this rapier. And she yells something in your face as she hits you again. Oh, also, you got to give me a con save for the Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
How much damage was it?
10.
10. Sweet. Okay, and she will... No, it was 7 damage. She'll hit you with another 5. I think it was 7, wasn't it?
No, the rapier was 10.
Oh, shit, okay. Oh, yeah, there it is. 10.
Yep.
Alright.
And another con save.
Yep. Nice. She's then going to swing this light bronze hammer at you. Oh, hits you again. Another
Sorry.
5 bludgeoning.
I can't keep up with this damage. How many attacks does she have?
What a draw.
Okay.
Okay. Just. Nice. Alright, Twig. Give me a strength save. Okay, sweet. You resist.
Okay, good. Shit. I'm going to come here and just cast Mage Armor hurriedly.
Alright.
And yeah, that's it.
Okay. Does it automatically... Oh yeah,
I'll
you've
do
got to
it.
like... Okay, sweet. Okay. Sergeant Mersch is panicking, but he's gonna try to continue spearing this surrounded Haren. And hits for 4 piercing damage. And he's going to try to hit again. Oh, he's getting +1 as well. Because of the flanking. Does another 6. Okay. This Haren here is going to run in and attack this Ekin with its dagger. And hits. For 5. Oh. Nice. Yeah.
No, he's attacking that Ekin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, this one, the rabbit just kind of, and then just stabs like directly up into the spine of this Ekin. This Ekin just dies almost instantly. Its face just goes blank and it falls dead to the ground. Okay, this Ekin down here is going to attempt to help you out, Vindaros. Actually, that doesn't make sense. It's fighting this Haren to the right, so it's going to keep doing that, I think. Although it is also flanked. So it hits with its spear for 5 piercing, and it'll attack again. And this time it misses. Okay, and this one up here is just going to... It's going to shoot its bow and arrow at this Ekin over here. Shoot its short bow. Shoot its arrow. It's not going to shoot its bow and arrow. Do you shoot your bow and arrow? That would be like the bow goes with the arrow. Okay.
You can shoot with a bow and arrow, but I think you shoot the arrow.
Yeah.
Semantically.
I think so. Okay, Vindaros.
Vindaros will like to use also as a bonus action his Veil of Enmity
Okay.
on that creature there.
So you use your channel divinity
To gain advantage on attack for a minute.
Just wanted to see if you needed a holy.
Not that one. The other one
Symbol.
says needs a holy symbol.
That one says you present it. This one doesn't. Okay, sweet, nice.
Cool. At the same time, also drops that handbow. I forgot what it's called. The Kestros, and uses his spear.
All right.
And this time, remember to use his hunter's mark. He casted it last time. He didn't use it.
Oh shit! You can use it now if you want. You just like add a little bit of damage. Is that what it is?
It's a D6 to the damage as well. So this is that standard.
That definitely hits. Oh, you're using the wooden spear. 14 damage. Oh, plus the 1d6. Shit. She cries out in pain as you just like stab her like through the side. And she's looking bloodied.
An intern, thanks.
Okay, this Ekin over here is gonna have another shot at this Haren here. It'll get +1 on the attack. Still misses. It's gonna try again. Okay, couple of fails. Alright, this one down here, it is going to actually, it's been attacked by this Ekin, and it sees you attacking this like, this kind of like veteran, this leader. And it sees that you've just done her a lot of damage. And so it is actually going to step over to here and flank you. And it's going to attempt to dagger you in the back. Okay, misses. It'll have a second go at it. Nice. Okay, Yao Mei.
I was actually going to move up and try and get next to this leader, but seeing this one that hurt Vindaris before now trying to hit again, he'll just move forward one and pull out. He'll have to put the bow away. Maybe he's just dropped it on the floor for now and pulls out his sword and goes for a little attack.
Okay.
Now that none of the Ekin can see him.
17 hits.
Cool. And he should, Vindaris, your flank should be cancelled now as well.
Nice. All right. So you stab this one from behind and, oops. It like kind of like turns around in shock and it is extremely, it's looking very, very wounded now. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. This one that's coming around this tree, this dead tree, is gonna run at you now. Come to the defense of its friend. It's like a come to the defense train. I'll save you. No, I'll save you. No, I'll save you. Oh,
and we all just don't know what we're all saying because we don't speak the same language anyway. So it's just a lot of yelling.
Oh, a couple of nat ones.
Snake eyes.
I get struck by lightning.
Bitch.
All right, this Ekin up here is going to keep fighting the Haren to the north. Oh, 3 in a row.
Oh my god.
Struck by lightning twice.
That's incredible.
Probably. Oh, I was hoping to get another one. That would have been like, I'm going to go out and buy a lottery ticket. All right, it just does a normal boring miss. And then this one is going to attack back with its dagger.
Oh.
Oh, nobody can fight. But it's going to get this like from.
We're all just distracted by yelling from down here. I'll save you. No, I'll save you. No, I'll save you.
Okay, this Rabbitfolk here is going to move in, I guess, and just team up on this Ekin to the northwest. Oops. Misses. And hits. Okay, hits for 6. And he'll take the 1 damage as well for the miss. Alright. So this Ekin here is going to attempt to come to Vindaris' rescue. Well, Vindaris has already been rescued by Yao Mei, but he's going to throw his 2 cents in. and just misses. And we'll make a second attempt just with this spear. Oh man, all of a sudden, the software hates me. It's personal. All right, ready. Ready?
Sorry, did you say me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm making a shillelagh attack against the close one.
All right.
So should all these previous ones have that spores from ready damage on them as well? On their turn? Is that happens on...
I think it's like he has to use a reaction.
Oh, use your action. Oh, okay. I thought it was like an aura.
But also Sergeant Mersh, I feel like I forgot to see if he blew away. So just before you do that, just let me see if he blows away.
I think I need to do that too, actually.
Oh yeah. Oh, he does blow away. How did he attack then? Let's just say he's on your side. He didn't blow away. All right, ready. See if you blow away.
But it's just a strength saving roll.
Yep, strength save. Shit.
No!
They're weak already.
So you're blown back to like here.
No.
It doesn't take any of your move, but it is difficult terrain to like move against the wind.
So that's it. I just want to move here, I think. Which
Okay.
isn't too bad. I'll save you, Vendaris.
Righty. Good to see you.
I will attack this fancy looking one.
All right.
Shall I roll shillelagh again? Would you rather just go with that?
What do you mean?
Because I rolled before I knew I got blown away.
Oh no, that's all right. That's fine.
Go with that.
Yeah.
That was a roll of 20 and 8 damage.
Maybe you did it like while you. Oh no, because you were trying to attack this other creature. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
No, fuck it. No, fuck it. That's all right.
Easy.
As you're like blown away, you're like. Okay, how much damage was it?
8 damage.
8 damage. Okay, sweet. Okay.
That's just-
You see a look of shock in her eyes as you kind of blow over here and strike her with this crackling quarterstaff. Okay. Alright. This Haren is no longer flanked. And it's just going to try to attack the Ekin to its left. Misses. Takes -1. Oh, is it going to die from the spines? I think it's going to die from the spines. Wait. No, not yet. Okay. This Haren wizard with the long grey beard is now going to begin muttering again, and let me see. He's kind of waving his staff around, and the flame on the top of the staff actually like turns like blue, from red to blue, and you can see all this like it looks like kind of frost, or like snow, just in this like kind of sphere around it, just kind of falling from it, like. And let me see, 18 meters. That'll easily work. But hold on, it is a 5-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range. Okay, where can I do the most damage? He's going to cast Snowball Swarm, and he is going to cast it. Oh, it's hard not to get his own people. Damn it. There's no way to cast it without like getting his own people.
That's what we call collateral damage.
I mean, maybe that thought occurs to you, but he doesn't. He doesn't want to do any collateral damage. Maybe he's not a bad guy, or maybe he's just strategic. But I'm controlling him, so it's probably not that he's strategic. But he saw Twig cast mage armor all the way down here, and he's going to target you because perhaps he's a little bit concerned
Wizard
of
battle.
your wizardy ways. So give me a dex save.
I haven't even done anything.
As all of these snowballs come flying out from this point,
Oh, man.
just pummel you in the face.
I hate the snow.
And do 11 damage.
Nerds.
And nerds. Okay. Okay, this Haren is going to make a couple of dagger attacks at this Ekin. And this Ekin actually is flanked at the moment. Not that it matters. Okay, 4. Oh. There they are. Six damage. Okay, this Ekin's looking bloodied. Alright. Vinaris, this could get nasty. Hopefully I get some more nat ones. Oh, fuck.
Oh, silvery bobs.
Okay, nice. Alright, I'll roll again. Okay. Oh yeah, it's now Silvery Spurn.
Oh, silvery spurn. So,
Silvery Spurn. Now it's got like alliteration just to make it like even harder. Okay, so it still hits, but it's not a crit. Nice, just for 4. No, you healed yourself. Oh, I think you're on mute.
Sorry, done double damage.
Oh, okay, sweet. Okay, and she's going to...
Constitution save.
Oh, you already did it.
That way.
Oh no, it's telling you to do it. Okay,
Yeah.
sweet. Nice. Okay, she's going to attack again with the rapier. Misses. And then she's going to swing at you with this bronze hammer. Oh, good.
Oh.
Okay. Twig.
okay. I can still cast a spell, can't I? Even though I use my reaction on a spell.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna eye this wizard off. And come closer. Eh? Oh. And bring out an evil green ray of sickness on him. Okay,
Alright.
so I'm gonna do an attack.
It's a spell attack, so he'll have... Doesn't matter.
Okay, so that'll do some damage, and then he has to pass a DC 14 Constitution saving throw
Okay, so he takes
to avoid being poisoned. Yep.
10 damage.
Yep.
He will make a... Well, 10... So he's going to make a concentration
Yep.
save.
Yeah.
Nice! He fails the save, and so this wind dies down. Okay, and then he needs to make a DC 14 con save or get poisoned. Oh, nice. Okay, so he has the poison condition, is it?
Yes.
Oh, bloody hell. What the fuck? Okay.
Disadvantage of attack rolls and ability checks.
Just remind me if I forget what that is.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Sergeant Mersch is glad to find that he doesn't have to try to stabilize himself against this wind anymore. He's going to make a couple of quick jabs at this Haren. Hits. for 8 damage. Slays this Haren. Alright. He's then going to... I'll save you! Can he... I mean, he can't get flanking at the moment, but he'll come down here and attempt to poke this Haren in the back, but misses. Okay, this one up here is like, I'll save you.
We're just going to be one big ball of people by the end of this, aren't we? It's like stab.
Pub brawl.
Misses. Okay, this one hits. Okay, for 3 piercing. Alright. This Ekin in here is going to continue to fight the Haren in the middle here. Whoops. And hits for 8. And he'll do some quick stabbing. Hits again. Alright. And slays this Rabbitfolk as well. Okay, this Haren up here is going
Everyone
to,
crowd
I guess...
in. Come on, get closer.
Just gonna fire another arrow at this Ekin over here. And hits. Or just 4 piercing. This arrow just gets lost in the spines of this Echidna folk. Just looks like another one of the spines. Alright, Vindaros.
Vindaros is still going to attack the worthy foe. Sorry, it wants me to use an ability.
Oh, is it? It's because you're using what are you using?
I started using the wooden spear by accident, but I'll continue with that one. That's okay. I've got that happening.
Oh, I thought you did it because you didn't want the Ekin to see that you had a bronze.
Oh,
you
no,
don't
I
have
was
it-
gonna.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a flint spear as
Oh,
well.
yeah, true.
That's okay.
You can always drop the wooden
advantage.
spear and like pull out your flint spear.
That's all right.
20 hits. Oof. Alright. 10 damage.
Don't you get the extra D6 as well with Hunter's Mark?
I think it's added.
Damage?
Oh wait, 1d4. Yep. Yeah. Actually, 1d4.
Plus the...
Yeah, the 4 is the.
I don't think it wouldn't
These-
happen automatically, I don't think. Didn't you add it before? The 4 is your strength, I'd say.
Okay. 1d6.
And, oh yeah, because the 2 is your...
Dueling feat.
Yeah. Okay. All
Enter.
right. This Ekin over here is going to attack someone. Oh, it's going to attack Twig.
Wait, no.
So it takes a couple of
Why
swift jabs at
attack
you.
me?
The Ekin is attacking Twig?
Oh, sorry. You're right. I was completely confused.
Like,
too
wait,
many-
we're friends.
Too many bloody NPCs. Okay. All right. Nice. Well, in that case, it hits this. It looks a bit confused in the heat of battle. It turns around and it's like, oh no, that's right. You're my ally. It turns around to jab at this Rabbitfolk. Hits.
I may.
Hits again. Okay, another 6 damage. Okay.
Halo of Spores this guy. It's about to have his turn.
Yep.
Ooh.
Okay.
Dang.
Pauses. I'll put this little reaction thing on you. Okay, he is going to... I forget what he was doing. He's like looking all around him. Oh, he's going to attack you back. Ready. Hits. Oh. Alright, so 4 piercing, and he's going to have another go. Oh.
Ooh.
Is that a crit?
Yes.
Damn it. Ah,
Sorry.
okay.
Another 8. Another 8 piercing.
Sorry. Too slow.
Okay, Yao Mei.
All right, I see that happen. I'll save you. Typical. Oh no.
Miss.
Never mind. That's it.
Okay, this Haren's going to attack you back. And misses, but it'll take a couple of slashes at you. Oh.
Silvery bobs.
Okay, sweet. I'll roll again. Hits, but not a crit at least. Okay, so another 4 damage. So what was the first damage? I'm confused.
I didn't get any. You missed the first attack. And then the other damage that you rolled was the crit that Twig cancelled.
Oh, okay. So I didn't do the first attack. Oh, I missed the first. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's just 4 damage.
4. Cool. Okay. And why don't we all, in the middle of battle, take a 5-minute break? Because I really have to use the restroom.
Easy.
Sounds good. There's also a lot of NPCs, so you've been talking a lot. You probably need a lot of water.
This Ekin is going to keep stabbing away at this Haren. Misses a couple of times. This Heron's just kind of like jumping back and forth. And it is going to, as it's sort of jumping, it's also like taking swipes back at this Ekin. It's pretty hard for it to do that while it's like jumping around, despite how dexterous it usually is, but it does manage to land the second attack. And it'll actually take the 1 from the first miss. And it then just kind of jumps up in the air, like to the side, out of the way of this like second jab from this Ekin, and just kind of comes down from the top, like with its dagger, like sort of as it's jumping, like throws its dagger up and catches the hilt of it, and then just brings it directly down into the neck of this Ekin. And the Ekin just collapses. And actually, it's then also just going to run down here. Okay, this Haren is going to actually jump. It's going to jump 3 meters to here. And when it does that, it doesn't provoke any opportunity attacks.
Huh.
And it is going to attempt to... It sees that this this leader is looking like severely injured. And it is going to... Let me see. If somebody's like... I'm just trying to think. If somebody's like dragged out of melee range, they're not moving out of melee range, are they? So I don't know if you can... Yeah. I don't think it would constitute an op attack. So this heron is going to jump down here and just wrap its arms around this female warrior with the like kind of copper colored fur, and he's just going to, as she sort of like collapses in his arms, he is going to drag her back in this direction out of the fray. And he can move 1, 2, 3, and he's actually going to dash. So 4, 5, 6. He's going to like drag her back here as she begins to kind of almost like look faint. She looks like she's on the edge of death. Okay, this Ekin here is not going to attack Vindaris. He's a friend. This heron now is flanked. And this Ekin just stabs him straight through the eye. Kills him. Okay. Ready.
Ready. I think I'm gonna go with Twig. So move here. And just shillelagh attack this one. Oops.
Wait a minute. I just realized grappling is an action, so I wouldn't have been able to dash. Hold on. My bad. Let me just move back to like here. Okay. Sorry, continue.
Can I go chase after that leader then instead?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4. I think I'll still go with Twig, so I'll do the same thing I was doing.
Okay.
So, shillelagh, 16 is the roll.
16 hits.
And damage.
Okay, 10 damage. Alright. It's looking bloodied now as well. Okay, this wizard over here is going to jump to the rescue. He is going to... How does he want to do this? How far can he move? Oh. That's alright, he can jump as a bonus action. Okay, he's gonna run down to here. His brown and grey cloak and his beard kind of like flying behind him as he like runs down here and takes this big jump and like jumps over to here. Over to here. And he is going to cast again. I thought he had 2 of these gust of wind spells. Okay. Instead of doing that. And who's near him? Like Twig, like if you kind of glance over, you can see what looks like fear in his eyes. And instead, he is going to cast this, this like flame above his like staff as he kind of like jumps over here. As he's in the air, this flame again sort of grows, but it doesn't turn a different color this time. It just grows into this ball, this like large, like glowing fiery ball, which then winks out of existence, and it appears again. And the ball is going to appear. It is going to appear. It actually appears. Okay, it appears here. And he like shouts after he kind of casts this thing, so it just winks out of existence and then appears some, a meter ahead of him. And this big ball of flame just kind of grows and envelops this Ekin that's standing here. But I think it will only affect the Ekin if it ends its turn there. Alright. This woman here is going to kind of, she's struggling to kind of stay conscious, but she kind of pulls herself out of the grasp of this heron that's dragged her back here, and she is going to jump over to here, and then she is going to dash off into the trees. And she makes it up here and disappears into the forest. And she kind of like shouts out to some of these other heron as she goes. But you don't know what she's saying. Twig.
Can I see the wizard through this flaming sphere?
Good question. Let me see. Any creature that ends its turn. Sphere of fire appears in unoccupied space. It's interesting because I think like Wall of Flame or Wall of Fire does actually specify that you can't see through it, whereas this one doesn't look like it does.
Well, actually in my spell it doesn't say I have to see it.
Oh, good.
So I guess it's fine then. Seems a bit weird, but one casts Ice Knife at 2nd level.
Okay. Yeah, because Wall of Fire says the wall is opaque. I can't see that here. I still feel like it would maybe be a little bit difficult to see through, but if you don't even need to see.
Yeah, I don't need to see, I think.
Oh no, it's a spell attack, so you do.
So I do need to see it. So then
I'm going to, just because I'm not sure what to do, just give him a little bit of cover. It's a bit,
okay.
it's hard to see through this sphere of flame.
Okay. So it's with oh, come on.
Yeah, that misses him, unfortunately.
Dang it.
But does it still do something?
Wanna
hit the target
hit or
takes
miss.
hit or miss the shard, then explodes. Target and each creature within 1 meter of it must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Okay, so they got to do dex saving throws, and
All
this
right.
guy as well.
Okay. This guy up here. So this is the wizard. Okay, the wizard fails. And
Sweet.
the guy to his northeast will also make a dex save. What is it? 14 passes.
Okay. Wizard takes that damage.
9
Cold damage.
cold damage. Okay, and he's going to also make a concentration check for this fiery sphere.
Sorry. Plus 1 more d6.
So 15. Oh no, it's still below 20, isn't it? Okay, so but he just takes another 6. Okay, but he manages to maintain concentration on this fiery sphere. Okay, Sergeant Mersch is going to keep battling it out with this Rabbitfolk here. To his north. Hits. Or 8 damage. And these Ekin are very skilled with pointy, pokey things, so he's going to rapidly stab again. It's in his nature to be stabby. Okay, and now this Haren is bloodied as well. And the Haren is going to fight back. Actually, sorry, the Haren actually is going to disengage and begin running after its leader. runs in this direction. Okay, this Ekin here sees it running and... Oh no, actually it's going to run up here and attack this wizard.
Be careful. Oh no.
Oop. Okay, Flint Spear is damaged. I'm just going to roll a d4 to see what damage it does. The wooden part of the weapon is broken, so he loses this spear, but it's okay, he has another one. It just... The wizard kind of knocks the spear out of the way. Did that break it? I don't know if that would break it. Somehow it breaks. And he'll make a second attack.
Like a like one little like ding in the wood somewhere where it's already been splintered in the past, and it just kind of cracks.
Nice. It's already like weakened, and then
yeah, it's got this like little fault point.
Awesome. But he misses with the second attack as well. Okay, this heron up here is going to... Let me see. It's going to follow its master, its leader, and dash off the edge of the map. But it kind of like shouts out fearfully towards this wizard, clearly saying like, "Come on," or something like that. Vindaris.
Vindaris will actually like to use lay on hands to heal himself.
All right.
Those around him in the battlefield have noticed he's been a bit wobbly. He's came across. It's not the size of your enemy; it's the fight in your enemy. So just for he'll use 10 and some movement. And move into that position.
All right. Okay, so this Ekin over here is engulfed by this flaming sphere. Oh, hold on. I thought that it was this... I got this one wrong. I was thinking it was the other one, but it's actually this one. I had to read of these before. It says actually to place it in an unoccupied space. My bad. So I'm just going to move it down to, like, I guess... Yeah, I don't want to move it into somebody's space when they weren't in it before. I'm just going to move it to... I'm just going to move it to there. He cast it as like a warning. And I'll say that when he cast it, he kind of also like held up his hand. So this Ekin wouldn't have run to here. We'll say that the Ekin ran to there instead. If that's okay with everyone. I'm going to retcon that a little bit. All right. This Ekin over here is going to attack this heron that is flanked. And it hits. Six damage. Oh, and I've been in such a rush, I've been missing this shield shove the entire time. But it wouldn't do anything anyway, we just kind of like push it like a meter away. That's alright. Okay. And it'll follow up with a second spear attack. And hits again. And kills this heron as well. Falls dead in front of you, ready as you're preparing your spores. Yao Mei. Yao Mei?
Sorry. I was zoned out there. Now I'm going to do something probably a bit silly and take whatever happens. But his plan was always to run up to the wizard and try and attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right on top of a dead body.
Okay.
And he's gonna try and make a hit if he can.
The heron will just try to slash at you as you kind of turn and run, but misses.
Cool.
All right.
Let's do this.
11 misses. What was the 0? Oh, he's poisoned.
Oh, yeah, but that's on his attack rolls.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'm just going to stand there menacingly then.
Is that the fire thingy?
Mm-hmm. I just ran through it.
No, attack rolls against the... Oh, no, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Oh, yeah, it is just the poison creature has disadvantage. Okay. All right, this heron down here. It is going to attempt to... It's going to actually run over to here, and then it's going to use its ability to jump up in this direction. And... Oh, it's in a bit of a bloody bind. It is going to attempt to shove this Ekin in front of it. Why not? So it's going to do an athletics check. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. Versus the Ekin trying to resist the shove. Nice. It's going to shove the Ekin... It's going to shove it prone. Kind of like pushes it down. And then it is going to, let me see, how much has it moved? 1, 2, okay, 3, 4. And this Ekin on the ground is going to try to like stab it with its spear, but it'll have disadvantage because it's prone. Nice. Okay, and I guess this heron is going to stop here because if it leaves the range of this giant Macedonian, it's a little bit worried about what might happen to it. Okay. This heron is going to step in an attempt to save its other master and attack Yao Mei. Looks like a hit for 4. Let me just get rid of this thing. It's really confusing. 4 piercing. And it'll follow up with a second attack, which also looks like a hit, for another 5 piercing.
All right. And Yao Mei is now bloodied.
All right. Now... Oh, Yao Mei, also you... When did you move into this flaming sphere?
My
Somehow
last
I missed
turn.
that. Oh, okay. Let me just see. Any creature that ends its turn within 1 meter of the sphere must make a dexterity saving throw. Yeah, give me a dex save.
Okay.
DC 13.
I'm fine.
Nice. But you still take half the damage. So you take just 3 fire damage.
Okay. So that is me unconscious. So what happens now?
You're unconscious?
Because I was just taking 5 damage. And I had 3. And that's 3. So what happens?
All right. Well, you fall unconscious as normal
Great.
until your turn.
Love that. Love that. I'm just asleep on top of a dead body, guys. Don't worry about me. It's fine.
Okay. Ready. You can't move there. That'll be the middle of the tree, I'd say. Also, you're on mute. I don't think you wouldn't be able to do that either because you can't kind of like move like across like an object like that. I'm not sure if you're talking, but you're on mute.
Whoops. Yeah. Is there any like access through this top side, or is it all like I can't really get through?
You'd have to go like this.
Well, I think that's a bit too far. 2 or 5, I guess, maybe.
Difficult.
1, 2. Okay, move here. I think. Can I drag Ayame out? So backwards.
Yeah, so it's only if you end its turn within 1 meter of the sphere, isn't it? Let me see. You move the sphere. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So do I have half movement now that I'm carrying her
Yes.
as well?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll only be able to move 1 space then.
Which means she's still in the sphere.
Oh, dang.
That's definitely. And I will cast Cure Winds and.
Okay. Sorry, he is still in the sphere. I think I
sorry.
just. No, I think I said it. I think you said the right thing.
I don't know. Let's see. I may have to drop my staff though, but that's okay.
Nice. It's pretty decent.
And that's the end of Reddy's turn.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. This wizard, let me see. He's going to disappear in a puff of smoke. And how far is Misty Step again? I don't know why it says 6 spaces. 6 space. That sounds about right. He's going to appear again up here. And then he's going to turn around though, and he's going to just point his staff towards. Who's most likely to come after him? He's not going to go for that Ekin. It's going to be Vinaros. Ekin's hard to get. It's on the ground. It's alright. This is unlikely to do much. Okay, misses. And I guess he'll stay there for the moment. But he's kind of like shouting something unintelligible and like beckoning for his allies to follow him. Okay, Twig.
Yeah, okay. Which one is Captain Mersch?
Where is he? Oh yeah, this guy.
Okay. Okay, good. I'm gonna run over here. And I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on the wizard.
Oh shit.
Want
Hear those
you,
bells.
Whizman.
Whizman.
Ah!
He like shakes his finger at you. He's like,
It's the beard. He's too smart because he's got the beard.
I'm gonna hide again. Well,
right.
not hide, but yeah.
cower. No.
Bravely cower.
Brave. Okay. Sergeant Mersch is going to attempt to. He's good at these tactics and things. He's a sergeant. He's going to flank this Haren.
Professional.
Yes. So he'll have +1. Still misses. Oh. His professionalism has failed him this time.
Rated to corporal.
Okay, I'm just trying to think. All right, this Haren basically is just going to step in front of the wizard. Well, that doesn't really make sense. He's just going to kind of step over to here. Actually, he's going to step over to here, and he's going to try to take aim with his short bow at Twig. Hits.
Oh, you got me.
For 5 piercing.
Oh,
How you looking? Getting a bit low. Okay.
oh, my guts.
Okay, this Ekin is going to come up here and attempt to deal with this Haren up here. And hits. 4 piercing. And he'll go in for the second quick stab. Ah, misses. Damages his flint spear again. Whoops. Just ignore that, I don't know what that was. Oh, here we go, okay. Rolled a 4. So it is the wooden part of the weapon. This time he like stabs this Haren in the back. This Haren like sees him and just kind of like turns around and just deflects with the buckler, and the spear just like just snaps. Okay, Vindaris.
Okay. Vindaris wants to just start a slow run, slowly get faster towards the wizard. And then in midair, come down with his spear.
Alright.
I actually want to use my inspiration. I thought that just looked really cool.
Ooh.
Gladiator style.
Go for it.
Yep.
13 misses.
Oh,
The spear just like off this like mage armor.
Dang.
a 7 and a 6. End turn. That
Alright.
looked cool in Vindaris' mind.
It looked too cool to be functional.
Okay, this Ekin is going to attack this Haren. Good chance that he'll miss. That's what I was going to say. Okay. Good chance that he'll kill this Haren. Yep. Right. Yao Mei. Okay, Yao Mei, give me... You're in this... still in this flaming sphere. So yeah, give me another dexterity saving throw, DC 13.
Wait, I thought it was at the end of the turn.
My turn. So
Oh, you're right. Sorry,
sort of scramble
I've
back.
already read it like 3 times and forgotten already.
I'm frozen, so if I can like.
I think your microphone's not working anymore, Tara.
Oh really?
It's really soft.
No, it's still not working. Maybe just do what you were going to do.
Okay,
Oh, there we go.
is it working? Okay,
that works.
sorry about that. My headset's a bit funky.
That's all right.
I'd really like to hit somebody, but I can't. So yeah, I guess I'll just kind of scramble back. Just kind of sit here for a second and just like breathe.
All right.
I'm not going to get up. I'm just going to stay prone.
Okay. So you collapse. All right. This Haren back here is going to disengage and attempt to run up here. Dodges Vindaros. And he's going to dash up like this. Actually, now that I think about it, Vindaros is like attacking his master. I guess actually he will try to hit you with his short bow as he's running past. Oh! Okay. 12 piercing. Still good. Alright. This Ekin down here is going to pursue and dash up to here. Ready.
I'm gonna move to maybe here. Where's it? I think I'll just dash and stop here.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. This wizard sees these two battle-hardened foes run up. Well, Vindaris does this very exciting, if a bit of a letdown attack. But the wizard doesn't want to stick around to see what will happen if the next attack lands, so he's going to Misty Step again. Misty Steps over to here. And then he is going to flee. Okay, Twig.
Is he a rabbit or a fish? Oi!
Is he slippery?
It's slippery! Slippery as they come. He's gonna toll the dead on the guy here.
Okay.
So that's a DC 14 wisdom saving throw. Come on,
Nice.
be weak. Okay.
One of his... Some blood comes out of one of his ears, one of his big ears.
I'll hide in shame.
Okay, Sergeant Mersch is like...
Don't leave me behind.
runs up here. He's gonna also dash over towards this guy. Okay, this Haren is, though, going to disengage at this point and try to get the hell out of here as well.
Cowards.
And this Ekin is going to stand up first, picks himself up, and tries to run over to here. I guess he's going to dash. That's all he can do. Okay, Vindaros.
Vindaros, yep. Vindaros would actually step into this position, and he wants to hold his action. He's not going to attack the last one.
Okay.
And his action would be, if he attacks one of us, then he'll follow through with this spear.
Alright. Sounds good.
Halt.
Okay, this
Out.
Ekin down here is just going to run up here, and he's going to... How far can he get? Yeah, well, he's just going to dash over to here as well, and kind of help surround this guy. Yao Mei.
Yeah, I guess there's not much more that he can do, but it seems like everyone else is going and this one that's left is pretty well surrounded. So what he's going to do is he's going to put his sword away so that it's not seen, and then he's going to stand up and he's going to go and retrieve his bow. Because it seems like there's not much more that he can do. So 1, 2, that's 3. And then I need to move the map. I have to go back down here. So I'll collect my bow from here and I'll just stand there.
Okay. Also, this flaming sphere would disappear. Alright, this Haren is... he's gonna jump. Jumps over to here. Legs it. All right. This Ekin like shouts something out aggressively. You don't know what it is, but you're pretty sure that there's a fair bit of animosity shared between these two peoples. Ready?
Ready will just like... Oh, did I even pick up my stuff? I don't think I did.
No, I don't think so.
I'll just get back up here and like wave my arms and be like, ah! It's not very well. Okay.
All right. Twig.
Twig is gonna reach in to grab his sling and try and sling a little rock at this guy.
Okay.
Whoa!
Yeah, even as hard as it is for you to see, you're able to hit him square in the back as he's like running away. He like nearly trips as this hits him in the back of the head, and he's kind of like nearly like falls forward as he's like still trying to run away. Like Reddy's like running up behind him, like ah! He kind of like looks over his shoulder, like scared, like ah!
Stay out!
All right, Mersh is going to run after him, and there's just like red in his eyes. But this Haren is going to do the thing that rabbits do, and he's going to jump and dash off into the trees. But we're pretty close to the edge of the map. You could theoretically chase if you wanted to. At least the last couple that ran out of the combat. It's up to you if you want to do that. I don't think there's anyone else left on the map.
Vindaris is fine to let them go.
Yeah. I'm just shaking my fist.
Serve as a warning.
Let them spread the word.
All right. So, end combat here.
Can we get the bronze weapons off all of these people before the Ekans start yelling at us to leave them? Or we get in trouble for having them?
So by now the Ekin have definitely seen all of your bronze weapons. But they, like, there's just no way that you could have hidden them whilst fighting amongst them. But they don't seem to care at this point. Like, several of their team are dead. There's at least, like, how many of them were there? 1, 2. Like, 2 of them are dead. 2 of them are dead, and they go over and sort of, like, mourn. Sort of, like, you know, say farewell to these, like, soldiers, these fallen soldiers. And they just, they don't appear, you know, a couple of them are injured, one of them in particular. Actually, they're all, like, really quite injured. They like look up, and you see at one point that they look directly at one of these bronze weapons, and they just look away. They don't care at this point. But they also thank you for helping them. You can't really understand them, but you can tell that they're kind of thanking you. You know, they sort of clap you on the shoulder, or even like shake your hand, and sort of, you know, nod in thanks.
Okay. Well, as I'm coming up, because I was quite far down in the map. Can I just collect the bronzed weapons from the dead Haren as I come through? Mm-hmm. To see if we can collect them and store them away, because they'll be useful for us.
Yep, you can do that.
Cool.
Ooh,
So-
no.
What were you going to say?
No, I was just like, I wanted to search the wizard's body, but then he didn't die.
Yeah, he got away.
Vindaris will also like to pick up his weapon that he dropped earlier.
Alright.
Now I've got my stuff.
Oh yeah, and I have an arrow that I want to pick out from one of the dead bodies, so I can add it back to my collection. So I'm going to do that too.
So you can get half the arrows that you spent rounded down. So if it was just one arrow
so
that you
it'd be
shot,
none then.
it's probably broken, yeah. It's probably...
Okay.
I'm just trying to work out how many of these guys there were. There were 8 of these regular Haren, and there's still 1, 2, 3 of them alive. Alright, so there's like 5 daggers and 5 bucklers. Do you want those, Yao Mei?
Yeah, I'll take them all.
Well, you won't be able to carry the daggers in your fishing net backpack.
I'm happy to take them if I can
Yeah.
carry them.
I was
Okay.
going to try and hand them off to someone with a backpack, especially because I don't want them to be visible for any other Ekin that we come across. We don't want it to be too obvious.
Alright. And do you want to take these bucklers as well? There's also actually
Sure.
there's a bunch of arrows. There's
Yeah, I'll take all of those.
okay.
What does there are 3 points on this weight thingy.
Yep.
At what point do I become encumbered?
At the like second.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
What's
easy.
the first one for? Just out of curiosity.
I think it's just for the sort of like alternate
A
way
third.
of doing encumbrance, but I'm not doing the alternate. I'm doing an alternate way. So I did put a handout here. Carrying over, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
So I think it should be fine. Okay, bucklers. So there's 5 of these bucklers. And I'll give you 55 flint arrows. Because I don't think any of them... Well, actually, yeah, some of them did, didn't they? I'll make it...
There was a few that were shot.
I'll make it 50.
And is
there's,
there anything else useful on their bodies?
there's also some short bows. You want those?
I've got one short bow. If any are better than the one I have, then I might swap it out, but otherwise I'll just keep the one I've got. Unless anyone else wants one. I might offer them around if anyone wants.
Does anyone else want a short bow?
That's the same as the one that being made. What's the Castros? Is that similar?
The Kestros is like a hand
It's a
crossbow.
sling. Okay.
It's basically just my attempt at making like a more ancient, like more Bronze Age-esque crossbow to like fill that weapon slot.
If there's any bolts that might work with that on the bodies, can I take those too? Just to give them to Vindaros? If there are any, that is. I don't know if there are.
Yeah, you don't find any of those.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll take a crossbow. Even
Short-
if it's
short
for
bow?
now, for someone for camp.
Okay. Okay, and you probably will find some other things on these corpses. So let me just have a look here. You find... Okay, so firstly you find some rations. You find some herbivore rations.
Ooh.
Probably 2d6 worth of herbivore rations, I'd say. 5 herbivore rations, says Vindaros.
Okay, I'll add those.
Okay.
Eating well tonight, boys.
You also find...
Lucky Rabbitfolk. I can see Twig with one.
with a rabbit foot. Oh, you want to like chop off a
Lucky
rabbit foot? You also
yeah.
find on one of them an agate, which, because I forgot, you can just recognize as soon as you see it.
Cool.
An ornamental stone consisting of a hard variety of some kind of quartz. Yes, a single agate.
Okay.
Okay. You also find amongst these corpses. A rock of some kind of, it's like a rock that has like some kind of shiny kind of metal in it or something. Like it looks like when you kind of look at this rock, it's got this sort of kind of silvery metallic look to parts of it. I'm not really sure what to make of that.
Okay, I will start a cool rock collection.
Okay. And lastly, okay, 12. Amongst all of these corpses, you find you find nothing else. No coins or money of any kind.
Hmm.
And that's about it.
Cool. I would hope that the Ekin are taking anything useful from their friends, but I'm not going to touch those bodies and start a fight, so...
Yeah, they might collect a few spears and things. And probably they kind of talk amongst themselves, looking over these bodies. Like maybe they're kind of not sure what to do with them. They like drag them over to the side and kind of have a bit of a discussion about it. But it seems like Sergeant Mersch kind of is like looking around a bit nervously. Like he doesn't know if, like you could be attacked again at any moment. And it seems like they kind of decide that they're just going to have to leave these bodies here, at least for now. And so they sort of beckon to you all to keep moving.
What time of day is it?
It is now getting pretty late. It's like the sun is like setting. It's dusk. Approaching dusk. Do you continue on?
Yeah.
Can I cast Goodberry before we go?
Yep.
So,
The only thing is you need mistletoe, I think, don't you?
yeah, time to use that mistletoe up.
Missile what?
Mistletoe.
Mistletoe. So this is the level up version of Goodberry that actually consumes the components. So it consumes the mistletoe.
All according to plan.
And some grass. I'm sure
Which
you
I
can
assume I
kind
can
of,
find. But
yeah, there's like you can find some grass even in the winter. That's all right.
is this
Alright.
going to run with me? That quick healing?
Oh yeah, I don't know why it says healing. No, that's I don't know. Oh, that's just giving you like +1 healing. Maybe just do a 2d4. Okay, 4 berries.
I'll give 2 to Lindaris and 2 to Yao Mei, I think.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Do you do anything else before you continue on?
I'll eat my berries.
All right.
I'm also eating my berries.
Okay, and how much have you traveled actually? You moved, I think you've traveled for 6 hours, I think it was. Forgot to keep track. Okay.
Maybe we should do a short travel and make camp.
camp sounds good.
Okay, so then you continue on for another 2 hours through the forest. And it's getting pretty dark now. It's getting into the early evening. And as you kind of trudge solemnly up here, some of you are a bit wounded. The Ekin, very quiet, kind of looking around anxiously. You see, as you're kind of walking along this path, somewhere through the trees, just some way to the south, what looks like some kind of wooden platform, like an elevated platform of some kind. Just like kind of constructed from like it's fairly roughly constructed. You think you can see through the trees, out of like branches and things, and it's got like kind of foliage piled up around it. It's kind of difficult to see, but you just see something. It just looks like this kind of platform there. You're not really sure what it is, but the Ekin kind of glance over in its direction, and then kind of they seem to not be particularly interested. Do you do anything?
Just curious, is the platform in the tree a tree height, or is it an observation deck outlooking?
Yeah, it's on the ground. It's probably only like a couple of meters high.
Okay.
Is there any shelter on top?
Yeah, maybe there is. Maybe there are kind of like some posts around the side of it, but it's really like not like super high, and then it just has these like leaves and branches and things that are kind of piled up on the top, but they've sort of rotten a fair bit and gone pretty brown. So it's just this kind of open platform with this roof.
Might stop, like tap one of the Ekin on the shoulder and be like, point towards the platform and like sort of make a motion for like sleeping.
He looks over and kind of stops. He seems to think that that's actually a decent idea. Kind of looks up into the sky and then nods again and begins like kind of communicates with the others. And Sergeant Mersch waves everyone over, and they begin moving over to this platform. And they're able to kind of like step up onto it pretty easily and sort of look out from within it. And it's actually it's pretty it seems like it was constructed specifically to like to be camouflaged.
What you guys think? Let me rest here.
Give me an intelligence check. Hopefully you actually get one. Yeah!
Okay. Did I
You
get
successfully communicate.
Oh, goody.
Sleep.
Sleep here tonight.
Yes.
Okay.
Is there enough room for all of us, the whole party, to be on this platform?
Yeah, because there's also like a few of these Ekin. I'll say yes, it's a little bit crowded, but you can all kind of cram in there. You feel like if there were 2 more Ekin, there wouldn't be enough space.
Ooh.
And so, if you're going to have a long rest, how do you go about it?
Well, I can hand out. I've got herbivore rations for. That'll be enough for us. Twig, I don't have any carnivore rations, so I hope someone else has something. But I've definitely got enough herbivore for the 3 of us.
I have my carnivore ration. I'll eat that.
Yeah,
And I'm assuming we had enough water at camp before we left.
That seems reasonable. But you didn't bring any water, did you?
That's what I was thinking. On the path, on the way, I'm like, we didn't fill up any jugs. Like, I got the jug of wine, the empty flask.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh no.
Long rest restores a lot of spell slots, right?
Like all of them.
Alright, I'm gonna use up some spells, guys. Who needs HP?
Who needs what?
Who needs HP?
Me!
You're gonna cure wounds. You're gonna cure.
Woo!
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna use one on myself and one on Twig, and look to Vindaris and Ayame as well.
Okay.
Yao Mei is probably fine. So if someone else needs it worse, then let's do that instead. He's over 50% okay.
Cool. Here's one for Twig.
Whoa, thank you. Yeah.
We've got 2 more. Who wants the second level one?
Darius will greatly be appreciated.
Yeah.
You probably be visible that he's pretty battered.
This is for Vindaris, and the last one will be for Anyway,
Much appreciated.
we said we don't need water, right? Just before I use my last spell slot.
Yeah, you can. You would have had some water to drink before you left, I imagine. I'll say, I mean, probably these Ekin also would have some water skins, if you really needed it.
This one's for Yummy. Oh.
That brings me up to full health. You're perfect. Love you.
Now I'm ready to sleep.
Definitely putting watches on.
Yep.
Alright, and did you all use your rations?
Yep, I'm just taking them out now. Oh, I've got 2 for you, Vindaris, so I can hand those out to you.
I use the 5 one for me. I've got a few.
Yep. No, I'll give you one.
Less.
I'm
So if
already
you-
just handing them out.
If
Not
you
like 2 for
post
you or
it,
for you.
does it use it up?
Yeah, I used up my carnivore ration.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually just changing the quantity in my pockets because I've got to take multiple out. So I should have 2 left.
Sweet. Okay.
I've got some of both as well for later.
Oh, good.
Okay. Now I was thinking earlier that there's not really any use for a bedroll unless there's a very small chance of having not a good sleep without one. So I'm not going to do it this time, but in future I may introduce a rule that there's a very small chance of having exhaustion, or maybe just not getting rid of exhaustion if you don't have a bedroll, something like that. But sleeping without a campfire, it is definitely a problem. Especially
start
because
one?
you don't have a blanket or a bedroll or anything like that. Do you want to start a campfire?
Are we on or are we under the platform?
On.
Then it's probably a bad idea.
I mean, we could start one like sort of away, like just near the thingo.
But I doubt that would really reach us much, would it?
Always move
Because
up.
if we're not even on the ground, we're above the ground a little bit, so it's probably not going to help. But we're all kind of smushed together. Hopefully,
Yeah, I guess we
there's
are.
like quite a lot of us in a very small area. Maybe
Could
that
we-
would help.
Gather some, like, kind of dead leaves or something to sort of maybe insulate ourselves.
Yeah, you can probably find like a fair few dead leaves. I guess they probably would insulate you a bit.
And
I don't know.
grass.
I'm not a survivalist. Sounds pretty survival-y. All right. So you're gonna sleep without a campfire. Okay.
But we do have a roof on that as well,
Yep. Yeah.
so the dew won't settle on us.
Yeah. It's not raining or anything, and it's like relatively warm compared to how it has been.
My second pair of ragged clothing to use as a blanket.
How many people
That
can
works
fit
pretty well,
under my
actually.
magic scarf?
No people.
No people.
All right, everyone, give me a con save
Ooh.
with a very, very low DC.
Okay.
And
Say-
Vindaros would like to use his last lay on hands before his long rest as well.
Okay.
I'll just do the con save first.
Sweet. You're all good. Okay. Anything else you want to do before you go to sleep?
Oh, set up watches.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just going to try and take the first watch because I'm fully healed and I'm doing okay.
Okay.
I'll wait. Do we 1, 2, 3, 4? We have 3 watches.
You can do 3. You can do 3 in 9 hours, and then everyone gets a full night's rest. If you only do 2, then not everyone gets a full night's rest.
I only do 2. Okay.
Yeah, I think 3 watches is enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll go 2, and I'll use one of my hit dice
Okay.
to get up to full health.
And everyone else is going on the 3rd watch.
Can it be us with one of the Ekin as well?
Oh
Because
yeah.
there's 4 and 4.
Yeah. Yeah, that works. Okay. So I will roll, see what happens in the evening or while you're sleeping. Okay, it remains quite warm.
Yeah.
The wind picks up and is kind of howling through this this platform. This is like a hunter's blind, but like I don't think you'd. I don't know. You might have had like some version of that. Maybe some of you. The Ekin probably know what it is, but they obviously can't communicate with you properly. And you are able to sleep through the night. And you can learn languages. Anyone who has been learning languages can take a day off.
Yes.
Do you know how to do that? If you edit your sheet and go down to languages and click like configure languages, then you can just change that number. So for Twig it's a 17, you can just change it to a 16
Handy.
and then hit update. And I'll say that like if you're just learning each other's languages, even if you haven't learned any language so far, you can still knock a day off as you're kind of walking around trying to communicate with each other. That's fine. Do you want to do that, Vindaros?
Yes, yeah. Whereabouts was the language? Languages. Yep, down the bottom.
I'll add it in
what's-
just for the first one.
Yeah.
Jungle common, and it's going to be like 39 for
50?
you, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, is it 50?
I thought it was.
40?
Minus your intelligence.
Skill minus.
But I think you get the 10 off. Where is it? Languages, learning languages. So 50 days, reduced by your intelligence modifier times 5.
So mine with 450 days.
All 50 days, but then you also... yeah, it only takes 40 days if you're learning jungle common. Because you guys have been like spending all of this time,
okay, yep.
like on the
Oh, yep, there we go.
on the ship and
39
everything.
brackets.
Do we all just get to do that like -1 since we're sort of conversing as a group? Or
Yep. Yeah, if you figure you're kind of walking around doing that, then yeah.
listening into Twig trying to copy your accent?
Yep.
His accent.
Vindaris is like twigging ready. Hello. 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 Hello.
He's learned a second word.
That's his first word.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, nobody knows. Yes.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Now you can say yes and hello.
Oh yes, yes, hello. That's two different sentences, very different meanings. It's fine. Yeah, and I think Reddy and Yao Mei are probably doing the same way. They're just like trying to have very basic conversations, like, "Oh, it is snowing. It is raining."
I'm cold. I'm hungry.
Yeah, exactly. I'm thirsty. Need wine.
Is it possible to learn the Ekin language or whatever they're speaking?
So that would be different. You'd need to do that specifically in downtime.
Okay.
And you'd need like somebody to kind of actually instruct you like during that time. So I'm just I'm making an exception for the jungle and the savannah common, just really to make things a little bit easier.
But it makes sense because we've already spent time together before we started learning the languages.
Yeah.
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 We kind of had time to get familiar
Yeah.
at least.
But Twig, don't you have comprehend languages anyway?
Yes, but I don't
you
have the
need
materials.
a pinch of soot and salt. I mean,
I probably could have gotten a pinch of soot at base camp.
yeah. But you didn't say you got water and you didn't say you got soot.
And we have no campfire.
In the spirit of trying to help a sister out, Twig was writing or trying to transcribe the bind runes with charcoal or soot or something from the fire rather than using his blood. So would that not have constituted him having some on hand as well, rather than having to go to the fire each time?
I mean, if it's not
trying to
in
game the
it's
system
not in
here.
his
Yeah,
it's not in his inventory, and also he didn't have that idea, and you can't communicate with him.
I tried.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it would need to be in his inventory. It would need to say like bag of soot or something like that.
Yeah. I will
Sorry.
get it. I will get it.
Next time you make a fire.
You gotta remember.
All right, but let's leave the session there.
Oh my god, that was such a fun fight.
Yeah, that was deadly.
That was
crap.
so good.
I didn't really want to kill them. They looked important, especially when, like, low-key, it's the, if you look at Kanji now, it's the guy.
Oh yeah.
It's the
I recognize
guy,
that beard. I recognize that beard.
dude. You guys had the leader down to like 1 hit point.
Oh,
And during the break, I was like racking my brains because I was like, I don't want her to die. How do I reasonably? I was like, I can't do something
Yeah.
like,
I really
I can't
wanted to
cheese
take
it.
that.
Like, nah.
and I'm still not
wanted that
100% sure that I could, that you can just like drag somebody away in the middle of combat like that. I have to look it up because I want to make absolutely certain. I hope I didn't cheese it. I apologize if I did.
I was really upset that we didn't kill her because I was like, that hammer would be so useful for weapon making and to fix the bronze daggers.
Totally.
That we did.
True.
I don't really like trust the Ekin 100%. They're like, what if the Ekins are bad?
Well, yeah, that's
what I think. That's what I thought last time as well, when we had to swear fealty. I was like, oh, I don't want to do that because I don't trust them.
Yeah.
It seems like such a risk.
It feels like a poor start to a relationship to like kill two important people. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
But I wanted staff.
Yeah, same though.
Maybe Vindaris can turn into Thor with a hammer. I don't know.
Ooh.
That's. Oh my gosh! I think it was like 4 attacks and everyone hit. I'm like, I got was like minus 20 HP in the first round.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was intense.
Yeah, it was brutal. Actually, everyone kind of held their own a bit better than I expected, actually, with the Ekin and everything. I thought like more of them were going to die. You did good.